Hello, I am the Ronan Bawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/RonanBawn Flickery Light stream. God damn it. Just fucking with that for a couple of minutes, and yeah, those lights, they're just gonna keep doing this. They're just gonna, as they want to. I think it's in the connection between the light bulbs in the light socket. I've got a single socket that goes into a double socket to hold two of them. And that double socket, I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like I've been down this road many times before. Wasn't a problem for a while, now it's a problem again. The hell am I gonna do? I don't know. Change the light bulbs? I don't fucking know what's wrong. But welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, Daddy Harder and a guy called Pi and the Light Guy 89. How's it going? 2 in a row, congrats. Oh, thank you to Light Guy 89. The congratulations there, in case you're unaware, are for the world record, unsubmitted, because it's not anywhere near really passable at this point in time, but the world record showing in live split up that way for 100% Kerbal Space Program Science Mode, which is what we've been running, what we've been learning. We've only put in 2 runs so far, 1 slow run, 1 intentional speed run. That's the results of the intentional speed run. 3 hours, 57 minutes, 57 seconds, 570 milliseconds. I couldn't make it up. I have angered the light gods. Hello, Dramacian. It appears that I have, and hello, little magnets as well. Hang on. It might be on a clapper that I didn't install. It's in the walls. I'm almost certain that it has something to do with the FBI, CIA, NSA, you know, one of them tapping tapping my lines. It's got to have something to do with that. Hello, Nameless Rings as well. Welcome to the live stream. So I've actually, before we get started today, I've got, you know, you guys want to chat? You want to talk about something? I just spent $5,000 that I don't have today. I just spent 5,000 of somebody else's dollars today. Okay, so first off, let me premise this by or preface this by saying I am a professional Twitch live streamer living just off 6 Mile in Detroit. I have not made what the world would consider a living wage since I became a live streamer. YouTuber and live streamer. Nonetheless, I have just spent $5,000 of Discover's money. Discover card? Excellent. I have coronavirus, so I know I have time to watch your streams. Oh, Daddy Harder. Well, you know, feel good. I don't know. Get well soon. I think you're actually the closest person to me who's had coronavirus. I don't think I know anyone directly who has had it. And all the people who I know online, nobody's said, hey, I got the virus to me. If they have, then I didn't notice, and now I look like a cat as they're watching. Go, what about me? But, yeah, that's the first case that I've heard of, you know. Fucking Rona. Getting into the light sockets and whatnot. It's the first case that I've heard of, you know, so directly. So, yes, be careful, feel better, and if things don't seem very, very right, then, you know, get yourself to a hospital quickly. That said, spent $5,000 today of Discover Cards money. So, I've been waiting to give details about what I've been trying to do for the past month. You've been hearing me talk about Plaid. Plaid is a company that it's just being purchased by Visa as we speak for some billions dollars. Plaid is a company that made an API which is like a gateway. Programmers can use their gateway. They can put their code in, use their API, and be able to make apps that do financial transactions, you see. And you've been hearing me talk about that because I refuse to use Plaid because it's the biggest fucking financial sector security failure that's ever existed, potentially. I don't know. But, you know, it's a global application operating in, I think, 7 or 8 countries right now, on a lot of different people's cell phones to enable financial transactions, and it is a huge, like, I would not touch that with a 12-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it with my dick, and significantly okay. Hello there, Paul. I come here because I hear the word magic. We're using magic ships. You hear the world magic or the word magic? Hello, Lord of the Ing. Pawn buys bigger house in Detroit, $5,000 worth, says Jermasian. No, that is indeed how I bought this house, though, for $2,200 and, what was it $2,501. I bought the home that I've been living in for the past 4 years, and used Discover Card's money to buy the house as well as to refurbish the house. I've pulled the same trick again, and had Discover Card write me a check. Because I have a very good credit score despite being a member of the extreme poverty class. Incredibly good credit score, and so they send me just checks and say, would you like to write yourself a check off your Discover Card at 3.99% interest? I think it's 4.9 actually nowadays. But I'm always like trying to, what could I do with that money? Well, I found something to do with that money, people, and what I found to do with that money is, in fact, if we just go over here and I open up a new tab, you'll note that the web browser that I'm using is Brave. It's quite brave. It's very, in fact, just for a moment here, drop the Streamlabs and the live split there. Brave is the browser that I'm using, and one of the features of Brave is that it takes out as many ads as it possibly can automatically in the background, and I have seen few in the way of websites that can detect how Brave is removing the ads. I don't get the kind of like, you know, oh, you're using an ad blocker shit as often as I did when I tried out an ad blocker. I got rid of it. I tried it out for a couple of days. I was like, this is just more hassle. All these web pages are telling me fucking, you know, you're using an ad blocker and they're putting extra shit on. No, get rid of it. But Brave, I've only seen that on 2 websites or so that have been able to detect it. So one, it's removing the ads. It's telling us how many ads it's blocked since I installed it month and a half ago, 2 months ago now. It's also estimating how many hours of time it has saved in terms of loading a web page by not actually loading those ads, and how much bandwidth, apparently over a gig of data that has not come through because it just blocked out the fucking ads. I use Brave as well, and it's awesome. It's very awesome. And one of the things that you can do with Brave, if you want to, one, just support the fact that Brave exists, because it's completely free, it's Chrome. It's a Chromium browser, so it's the same as Google Chrome, except for it does all of these things. It blocks the ads. It also, it obscures who you are on the internet. It does what it can to make fingerprinting, which is a collection of techniques used by, you know, the hellscape that has become the internet in order to track you across websites, no matter whether you're logged in, no matter where you are, no matter what you've agreed to. A lot of sites now do what's called fingerprinting, and they can figure out who you are, even if you're using a VPN sometimes, based on a lot of characteristics of your computer that the web browser, you know, that they can ask the web browser to tell them, and it just will. For example, and this is just for example, your font list. If you have installed, you know, specialized custom fonts, like I have, because I do graphic design for the sake of, you know, everything, as YouTube, videos, editing, all of this stuff. So if you have fonts, the web browser is able to, you know, if you've got a website, you can ask, what fonts do you support? And it'll return a list. If you've got a specific list of fonts, then they can narrow down, you know, they can narrow you down into you're within a 0.002% of the population who has this particular list of fonts. And from there, then they could narrow you down by, well, what's the maximum resolution of, you know, their screen? And if you have multiple screens of odd sizes in particular, it will report, you know, the complete resolution, I believe you can get over the browser. I'm not sure of this, but I believe you can get the complete resolution, which is to say I've got a 1080p screen right in front of me that I play the game on. I've got a 1920 by 1200 screen over here that I use to control the website. So 1920 by 1200 plus 1920 by 1080. The 1200 and the 1080, that creates a very unique maximum desktop, and they can use these little bits of information that they can get just straight through the browser to figure out, regardless of what IP you're at and where you're coming from, this is probably you, and they can track you. Brave does everything that it can, and some of it just can't be beat, but it does everything that it can to try and beat those fingerprinting techniques and just make it so that you have a, you know, realistically anonymous browsing experience and don't have to worry about people watching you everywhere. The reason I installed Brave was because fucking Google, my Gmail account, they decided to lock me out of it on this computer. On this computer specifically, they locked me out of my Gmail account. Why? I think they saw, because I've checked, I don't have any viruses running. That's the kind of thing that would happen if you've got a virus that's doing activities. Google might say, hey, you can't use this computer anymore because we think your computer's got a virus on it. Which is fucking weird that you got Gmail and Google like monitoring your activity to that level that they could tell you, you know, they could say, we think you've got a virus on your computer. And they won't say that they think they've got a virus on your computer. They'll just lock you out. I've checked. I don't have any fucking viruses on my computer. However, I do occasionally torrent things. And I think that Google managed to, through fingerprinting and everything else, track, you know, my activities in torrenting things. And they don't like that. So they locked me out of this computer exclusively. So I'm going, okay, what the fuck am I going to do in order to, you know, de-fingerprint my computer since they don't know it's this computer? And I went online just looking for alternative browsers and Brave. And I installed Brave. I uninstalled Chrome, installed Brave, and was immediately able to get back into my Gmail account. Why? Because Brave defeated Google's fingerprinting, so they couldn't tell that this was my computer anymore. So it works, is what I'm saying. Anonymous browsing in a browser that you know and trust. It's Google Chrome, it's Chromium, which is open source, and then they've gone into the code and they've added features and removed some of the tracking shit. So, how does this relate to I spent $5,000 today of Discover Card's money? Well, if you want to support Brave, if you want to support what's going on with the Brave browser and make sure that the people who are making this make some money off of it so that there are, continual updates to the Brave browser, you can turn on, it's optional, you can turn on to be served ads. And what they will do is serve ads, you'll see them occasionally in the live stream, they'll pop up in the lower right corner. It's the same notification that you get when Windows has an update. It'll pop it in, slide it in, bling, and it'll just be ad text in there. And for every ad that you're served, Brave gets like 70% of the money, and you split it between, I don't know how it works out exactly, but it's like, I think Brave gets 70%, and then the adverts, there's somebody gets 15, like the developer, or I don't know. But so Brave gets some portion, but they give you a little bit. And the thing is, it's not money, it's not fiat currency, it's not USD, it's BAT, the Basic Attention Token, which is a token created by the makers of Brave. And so basically this all boils down to, if you want to buy advertising on the Brave browser, you're an advertiser, you're Intel, which recently made a big purchase of ads on Brave's network, you have to buy the Basic Attention Token from the people who make Brave. So as there are, cryptocurrencies trading out there, there are these other coins. And BAT is now one of these coins, this digital currency. And if you want to advertise, you got to buy BAT in order to use it here. By using the browser, you earn BAT. If you click on an ad, you earn a little bit more BAT. So I became aware of this and was like, oh, whatever. And I turned it on. I was like, oh, cool. I don't really care. I'm never going to withdraw this BAT. I don't give a shit. Went to sleep one night, woke up the next day, and just had this gut feeling, the same feeling that I had back when Google went public. And I felt when Google went public, I just had this gut feeling. I had no idea about the stock market, never traded, never invested, didn't know anything, but I just knew I needed to fucking buy Google. I needed to buy Google. And so I didn't. because I had no experience in it and I didn't know what the fuck I would do. And do I have to contact a trader? How do you set up a, online trading account to do your own? It just seemed overwhelming, so I didn't. And I believe Google's initial public offering was somewhere between $80 and $110. And at the time, because I had this gut feeling, this weird gut feeling came out of nowhere. I need to buy Google. I don't know stocks. I don't pay attention to stocks, but I had that feeling. So I started watching, like, what are people saying about it? And I looked it up. And everybody was saying Google is way overvalued with this IPO. Don't buy it as they're, putting it up because it's going to go down by, half in the next couple of, in the next month after the market corrects after their launch. Don't buy now, buy later if you're going to buy it, but it's way the fuck overvalued. Google went from $80 or $120, whatever it started at, doubled in the first couple of months. I fucking had that feeling. I just had that gut feeling I need to buy Google. The fuck is up, man? Hello, Dank Dog. I'm talking finances because I just spent $5,000 on BAT. Basically, $5,000 I don't have, borrowed it from Discover Card to buy basic attention tokens because I woke up and I had the same feeling. And that's the second time in my life I've had the feeling about something like that. And so I woke up, this was over a month ago. I woke up and I had that feeling. And I went online and started looking into it. What is this BAT? How do you, trade in it? What are the features of it? And looked into it. And the day that I woke up with that feeling, BAT was trading at 32 cents USD. By the next day, it was trading at 36 cents USD. The morning that I woke up with that feeling, had I bought it at 32 cents, I would have made 4 cents per, BAT by the end of the next day. That was the beginning of a peak where BAT went up to 44 point some cents from the morning that I, had this feeling of 32 cents, and it spiked to 44 some cents. That was in August. I pray for you, says Dank Dog. So I had that gut feeling, and it was there, and I wanted to cash in on it, but I couldn't. One, I just needed more time to get, wrap my brain around what my gut was telling me and check all the angles and that sort of thing. But otherwise, it's very hard. It's relatively pretty. I found it incredibly fucking hard to get my money onto a site where I could trade in, these coin offerings and these cryptocurrencies. This is not a cryptocurrency. BAT is not crypto. It's just a coin. Maybe I don't know if it's supported by decentralized banking, sure, that kind of thing. It's a coin, but it's not like fucking, what is it? The big one, Bitcoin. It's not Bitcoin over here. It's not, put a 17 GPUs in a computer and try and mine BAT. That's not how it works. But so I had that feeling, and I watched as if I had struck at the moment that my iron was hot, I would have made 60% return on, 60% over my investment kind of thing, something like that. From if I would have bought at 32, it went up to 45-ish, something like that. I don't know what it was, what the actual percentage was, but I would have made money. And I started looking at it more, looking at how do I get my money into these trading sites. Coinbase is the big site for trading in these kinds of coins, in cryptocurrencies, as well as just these, coin offerings. Looked at Coinbase, they use Plaid, looked into Plaid, said, oh, I'm not touching that with a 12-foot dick. even with just wrapped up, I'm not touching it. I don't want to get a disease from that. So I found my way over to the second biggest trading platform, which is Kraken, which I believe is based out of the UK, I think. But found Kraken. Kraken does not use Plaid. What Kraken does for deposits is they've got a couple of different things that they use. I didn't look into them because I didn't want to get involved in anything that was Plaid or Plaid-like. What they do is fucking direct Fedwire wire transfers. You have to just transfer your money from your bank to their bank via a Federal Reserve transaction, if you're in the U.S. anyway. I think because they're UK-based, I think it's probably easier to get your money on if you're in Europes. In the Europes. But for me, I had to do a FedWire wire transfer. So yesterday, I went to my bank, and it's been a month of like trying to get on Coinbase. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to use Plaid, but there's an alternative way of doing it. If they do it this way, it wouldn't do it that way. A month of trying to get my money somewhere so that I could do this. Yesterday, I went to my bank, transferred $5,000, $4,970 in specific. Because it costs $30 to do a fucking FedWire transfer at my own goddamn bank. But that's a reasonable price, apparently, according to, wire transfer costs. But yeah, finally moved the money over to Kraken, and I made the investment today, and I made a purchase of BAT, and I bought like 23,000 BAT for 4,900 and some odd dollars. So I now have a position staked in the basic attention token. I bought it at, remember when I said it was at 32 cents and it went up to 46 cents? So it had that spike in August, went up to 45 cents. That's a bubble. Those are spikes. They come and go. And then you look for the market correction. Usually a spike, it shows that there's greater interest. There's a reason why people would be, interested in it. I think it was because Intel bought a lot of advertising on Brave and using the BAT token. I think Amazon made some big purchases. People were like, oh, buy. Drove it up to 45 cents. I predicted when it was, at 45 cents, I predicted this is probably going to go back down to 25, 26 cents, after the correction. And it went down to 26 cents and then 25 cents. And, little bit ups and downs, but right around there. And as of today, when I bought it for 22 cents. So I bought $5,000 worth of BAT at 22 cents using somebody else's money. And I took enough money from Discover Card that their money is going to pay my minimum payments on it for the next 6 months on the loan that I took. I know how to do this kind of thing, even though I don't, but I've never done it before. Well, except for buying this house. But I know how to do this thing. I have not spent a single dollar of my own money, and if this all goes well, I will never spend a single dollar of my own money on this. But I bought it at 22 cents, and I fully expect within the next 6 months that BAT will spike again. It has had a spike at least once every 6 months since it became a thing back in, I think, 2017, late 2017. It will have another spike. I bought it at 22 cents. The last spike was 45 cents. That was a month and a half ago, a month and a half ago. Yeah, if it goes back up to just 45, if it just spikes to where it was before, I will have taken $5,000 from Discover Card and made $5,000 while being able to pay Discover Card back. I will have doubled my money. And I fully expect BAT to do that. Ren Phoenix with a sub. This sounds sketchy, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I mean, we're talking about stocks, we're talking about like trading and stuff. It's coins and whatnot, but anything that involves trading, investments, stock market, it all sounds sketchy. Why? Because it is. It's gambling. I don't care what you think, about, but the markets and the capital. You're just gambling. It's a bet. It's a giant, it's supposed to look like it's something more. I'll invest just for you, says Dank Dog. Well, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't do this. I started with a gut feeling in the first place. And then second, I put my brain to it and looked at it from all the angles. And, I wouldn't take someone else's money and then invest it and then be on the hook to have to pay them back 6 months from now unless I was pretty goddamn fucking certain. Unless I was incredibly confident. I am incredibly confident that, the way that BAT is right now, basic attention token, the way that it's perfect for day trading. I just looked at what it was. So yesterday, BAT went down to 21.5 cents at its bottom, 21.5 cents. If you would have bought BAT at 21.5 cents, using about $5,000, using like $4,300 is I did some math just to see. If you would have bought it yesterday at 21.5 cents, $4,300 worth of BAT. Today, you could have sold it to me when I made my purchase of $22.7 and made $250 about. It is a very good coin because it is not sexy, It's not fucking crypto. It's not anything that anybody's really paying attention to. And it is built on this. And this is incredibly smart. This is a great thing. This is fucking Chrome without the ads. Why wouldn't you get this? And their whole network of Brave and Bat, it all feeds into itself, you know? If you're using Brave, you use the ads and stuff like that, advertisers have to fucking buy Bat in order to make purchases. So there's money coming in. And then Bat is, just by using Brave, you get Bat, you earn Bat. So there's an interest built into it as well. Like everything about this is a series of snakes eating their own tails, which makes it stable. It makes it stable. It makes it the kind of thing that's going to be around for years. And, the projections that some people have done on BAT say it's not going to be, it's not going to fucking Bitcoin. It's not going to be worth thousands of dollars and ever. But probably 3 years from now, the value of BAT, which I just bought for 22 cents, is probably going to be rivaling the dollar. It'll probably be equal with the US dollar, And I don't know if it's going to go all that way, but I know that at 22 cents today, BAT is undervalued. And it will come up to where it should be, which will be probably around 28 cents, something like that. And that'll be its stable price, but it's also definitely going to spike again because that's just the way of the world. And if it spikes to anything over 45 cents, I will have doubled my money. If it goes up to 60 on a spike, holy shit. Holy shit. Request to change stream from gaming to finance. It's gambling plus funding capitalism. Coins, not so much, but still. Start each day buying cheap stocks, and by the end of the day, you sell off when the stock hits its highest price of the day. Yeah, this is a really good one for day trading, too, because you could very easily just buy low, put a fucking, reminder on or set an alert for when it gets up to to where you're going to make $200. If you have $5,000 to do some trading with, $5,000 worth of BAT, buy it, at 22 cents. It'll get up to 23, tomorrow or 3 days from now, and then you can sell it there, and then it'll go back down to 22 and buy it again, and it's going to get up to 24 and then sell it there and just, wash, rinse, repeat, and you can make hundreds of dollars per day. How does computers doing math equal money in Bitcoin? Says Dank Dog. I don't entirely understand it, but the premise, I believe, is that it's as though you are cracking passwords. It's as though there's algorithms, and it's as though you're doing the math in order to break into a password. And if you break the password by brute force, then that's a Bitcoin. Was the premise of it. And I don't know exactly how the math works out and what it is that you're trying to do, but it's basically you put a computer down and you tell it the same kind of process that it would do if you had a list of passwords, you try to brute force your way in. That's what it's doing. Throwing random numbers, random digits, and trying to do math in order to eat into a Bitcoin. And I believe at this point in history now, Bitcoin is so firmly established that it is more likely than not that it would cost you more money in electricity in running the computer to find a Bitcoin than that Bitcoin would pay you. But in the early days, it was a big thing. There was a lot of money to be made there. I keep encountering the eToro app, but I don't trust it. They don't accept PayPal. All the fucking apps that have anything to do with finance, just look and do they support Plaid? If they do, don't use Plaid, first off, yourself, and secondly, consider that financial platform that much less secure because they use Plaid. And you know what? When we got it up here and we happen to be talking about it, Plaid, this is what I'm talking about. The easiest way for users to connect their financial accounts to an app. So this enables a person like me to write an application. I get on Python and write you a program, and then using the API that they've made without having to know anything about banking or about how the banks are handling these things. I can just tell Plaid, my user wants to move this much money from here to there. My user wants to know how much money they've got in their, checking account. I can just submit a generic request, and Plaid's app will return me the information or do what I ask it to do on behalf of the user who has given me, consent to do that thing, or to request that Plaid do that thing for them. So that's what the idea of Plaid is. The thing is, they actually store your username and password in a lot of instances for your bank. Yeah. And that's not a good idea. There's only like a dozen different ways that I can think of hacking into that and ruining the global economy with it. Den D for 20 months. Welcome back to the Big Dick Club. Thank you so much for the sub. Really good for a while because Bitcoin was more profitable than actually hacking people's accounts, so it reduced cybercrime. Yeah. The downside of that, though, is that everybody, it was faster to run the sort of calculations that you were running to try and mine Bitcoins through a GPU, because they were more like the kinds of calculations that are done for graphics. So people bought up all of the graphics cards, which meant that the graphics cards costed more than they should have ever. But also, because all of those graphics cards have their own VRAM, their own RAM, the entire RAM industry, the cost of RAM went up as well. It was not a good time to be building computers when Bitcoin was big, because you were paying $200 more for a GPU than you should be, and $20 to $30 more for each stick of RAM than you should be, because the demand was so high. There's also a limited number of coins. Nobody knows how many, says Naram. Yeah. So there is a maximum number. And isn't each Bitcoin right now, one Bitcoin isn't worth like fucking 1,400 USD or something? They're incredibly valuable. Accessories going to the ER in are because of her corona. My sister, sorry? Accessories going to the ER in are because of her corona. My sister, that's got to be some text-to-speech? Speech-to-text, rather? Thanks for the information. I was going to ask what is Plaid, and you'll note who we work with. Venmo, Betterment, Coinbase, American Express, Acorns, fucking Fannie Mae. If you're not from the U.S., Fannie Mae underwrites mortgages, and the main purpose of this, at least when it was created, was to help poorer people be able to afford homes, be able to get homes and get mortgages written for them by banks. And Fannie Mae is a secondary level. They like insure the bank that writes the mortgage. They're a second level of mortgage. It's very, very bad, basically. And best case scenario is that Plaid gets all of this like credentials and puts a really good face on what they're doing. Visa has purchased them now. By the way, let me put the Streamlabs and stuff back up. Streamlabs, so that those blings will come through. Visa has purchased them now. So the best thing that can happen here is that Plaid becomes such a name that they can stop doing things the way that they do it. They have to do it this way right now. The only way that this turns out good is if Plaid manages to get all of the banks on board with like installing a straightforward gateway that will become the standard for the banking industry, because there is no standard, and that's why Plaid has to do things the way that they do in the least secure way possible. So best case scenario, nobody hacks the fuck out of them before that happens, which will take probably a decade, because banks, they just don't do things overnight. They don't change their systems at all. I mean, it's 2020. This problem has been growing since 1990 of there not being any standardization for financial transactions. It's been growing hugely since 1990 with the explosion of the internet. And have they fixed it? No, they haven't. But if, I consider it far more likely at this point that Plaid will get hacked. Someone will figure out a way to tap into their system, which is just communicating with the website like a regular user for every bank account that they've got, storing their username and password in just encryption, two-way encryption. You can encrypt it, you can unencrypt it. Horrible, horrible, horrible thing to do on any site for any purpose, and this is for fucking banking. So if you see, you're going to log into something and it says, link your bank account. We use our trusted third party, which is Plaid. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. And also maybe consider, do I really want this application? Because this is just a horrible, it's a great idea, horrible idea. It's one of those. It's like, yeah, There's a hole in the market. It needs to be filled. Somebody needs to fix this. And then your solution is kind of brilliant in how stupid it is. No game, just money talk, says Dank Dog. No, we're gonna do the game. We're gonna play the game. But I had to tell you that I it's not every day that I spend $5,000 that I don't have buying a fake currency. Well, that's redundant. All currency is fake. Buying a coin offering from the maker of my web browser. And I encourage you to look into it, because the more that you look into it, the more you'll see how fucking secure it is. The more you'll see how much it does make sense. And, maybe be a good time to consider buying some BAT. There's always a risk with anything. But I got my money on the line, so just bear that in mind. And there it is. There is Brave. Right there. TradingView. Direct real-time data access from any device anywhere. That is an advertisement delivered by Brave that I told them they could. And I told them how often I want to see them. I told them 2 an hour. That's the level of control that Brave is giving you over ads. It takes as many of the ads out of the internet that it possibly can and does this instead. So anybody using Brave, now the advertisers have to come through Brave if they want to talk to you because you're using Brave. You see how this feeds that, which feeds that, which feeds that, which feeds that. It's strong. That's what I'm going to say. A non-national, nationally backed currency. Yes, a non-fiat currency. Mod KSP to include a stock market. Well, we kind of, in the career mode run, we're already doing the sort of thing that I'm doing. Taking money that isn't ours, spending it, and then declaring bankruptcy. I hope I don't have to do that. That last part of it that we do in the KSP speedrun. But, okay. That's the interesting thing that I did yesterday, along with the fact that I bought I borrowed money. I borrowed more than the $5,000. I borrowed the money to invest, and I also borrowed the money to make some upgrades to the house, and I don't care, I want it. I'm building a computer for Lady Pawn, and I'm going to give her my monitor, my old monitor, which meant that I needed a new monitor, which is the lovely 27-inch curved 144 hertz, 1 millisecond response time, refresh rate monitor that I'm looking at right now. We went down to Micro Center, and I basically spent a whole bunch of money yesterday. You want to see my tax return? Because it's not 5 digits. My yearly income is not 5 digits. Hopefully it will be after this year with BAT, my investment in BAT. I see you FTL. I am awful at that game. Are you okay at it? When I was playing it, regularly, I got decent at it. I unlocked a couple of ships. Yeah, I really enjoy a roguelike. FTL is the perfect, and it's so solid. Like, it doesn't glitch or bug out that I experienced, and all. It's just a solid, tight. It works, and it's fucking interesting, and it's randomized the way that I like it, and it's got a whole bunch of different play modes. And it obfuscates the fact that it's really just doing what roguelikes always do and giving you the different play modes by giving you different stats. It obfuscates that just by turning it into, the ships that you got and the crew that comes on board, and it makes it, feel more like a complete world as opposed to, numbers, as opposed to a D&D game where, okay, let's play again, except this time I'm going to give you a 15% boost to ATL. Oh, hey, you're playing Kerbal again. Yes, we're going to, eventually. So, those were the interesting things that I had to say about my finances. I also took some money to upgrade, to do some renovations around the house. So, the plan here is that I took money to spend it on renovating the house to make my life better and make the house nicer that I live in. And then the investment in BAT means that I will be able to pay off, I will never have paid for what's going to happen at my house. Discover Card will have paid for it. And then I just give them back the money. That's the thing is, with what I'm doing right now, I'm hoping to double my money. If I don't, I know how much money that I took out to do my renovations and things like that. If at some point in future it's just it's getting tight, I'm starting to actually have to pay Discover Card instead of them paying themselves, fuck it, we'll get out. If it's at a certain price, then I can still cover it. So it doesn't have to double, although that's what I'll be waiting for. Double or more. But yeah, that's the things that I had to say about the markets. And about, you should, if you're interested in this kind of thing, look into fucking BAT. And if you use the internet at all, get Brave. Get Brave. It's better. Don't even have to turn the ads on. Doesn't matter, but it's better than Chrome. So, what I have to say that's interesting about today's speedrun is that today's speedrun is going to be improvised. It's going to be completely different than what we've been doing until now. This is not far off of what we did in the Tech Tree Unlock category. I learned Hardliner Slug's world record route, wrote up a big fucking document on how to do it, what the timings were, slow ran it, then ran it once, and then said, okay, let me reroute this myself. And then we got, something that I wanted to play. This is very much what we're about to do here for the 100% category, is I learned Mr. Shannon's route, made all the notes that I needed in order to try and, replicate what he was doing in his career mode run of the same category, except for we're in science mode. And today, I'm going to throw all of that away and do it differently. What do you do if BAT goes to $2 per share? I sit at the computer and wait for it to start tanking, and then I sell. If it's get up to $2 per share, then I sell. Get my fucking money out. That would be, I'd be set for 4 or 5 years. Wouldn't even have to do this anymore, which, goddamn, I would love not to have to live stream for you fuck. But yeah, I'd just be, very, very happy. It's not going to do that, though. Dank dog. I have no expectation of it ever, I don't think that it will peak over $1 for the next 2-3 years. It might peak over $1 2-3 years from now, but it's just going to be little spikes of, up by 20 cents, up by 30 cents, up by 40 cents kind of thing. So I don't expect it to hit that high. But I could imagine a situation in which the last spike was 45 cents. If it spikes again 3-4 months from now to 60 something, oh my God. And I bought it 227 to be particular. 0.227. 22 and 7/10 of a cent. Don't cry. But if it hits 60, that would be, I'd be walking away with fucking $10,000 off of using someone else's money. That would be fucking amazing. I mean, if it spiked at 45, there's a good chance that it'll get up towards 60 on the next spike. I think it's very, very... But one way or another, Christ, it's tempting to just start doing day trading on it, because seeing, from day to day, just that little fluidness of just going up by, a cent and a half. If you've got $5,000 worth of it, then that cent and a half is hundreds of dollars that you could make in a day, or over the course of 2 days, trading low, selling high. It's very tempting. And having the great confidence that I do in BAT as a stable coin, very, very tempting. Anyway, we're good with the Kerbal. We're going to improvise this route today. I've got a number of different changes to make. Lava Lamp sent me over Discord links to Mr. Shannon's, who also holds the world record currently in the Land All Planets category, which is not having to plant flags, it's not having to collect science, it's not having to unlock buildings, it's just land all the planets and come home. So you don't need, all the money that you need is what you need to launch your ship. All the science that you need is whatever you need to build your ship. So slightly easier category, but still basic premises going on. Didn't get to sit down and watch through the entire thing. But in addition to that, beforehand, Lava Lamp sent me a link just showing, how you could fly these ships directly to where you want to go, which I knew was a possibility, but I don't know, somebody else's world record was already there. I'd rather just route off of them, especially as a starting point, start somewhere and try and run what the world record ran, and then you'll see why they were running it that way. Having run the world record holders run twice now, I feel like, yeah, it's time to stop doing it. that way. On the last run, if I would have stopped running, if there were a reason why that I had to stop running halfway through, I would have said, I'm done with this category. I don't want to fucking do this anymore. Setting up maneuver nodes for specific windows, not just for like getting to the planet. That's the easy part. Getting to the planet within a certain amount of time so that this ship is getting here as this ship is going there is so awful. It's such a fucking grind. It is all of the parts of KSP that I hate the most. Trying to set up those launch windows without, and the ticks they're coming up and then they go away and they won't hold the periapsis. So when it comes back up, it's not there anymore. And then, if my computer had crashed and I didn't come back online, the next live stream that we started up, I would have said, I'm not running that fucking category anymore. I don't like it. I'm not interested in doing that. It sucks. But we didn't. And instead we finished the run and we got to the Joule system. And once we were in the Joule system and I was hopping between moons, I enjoyed myself and I did well. And we did, in fact, by the splits there, well, doesn't show it anymore because I've changed the splits to accommodate what we're about to do. But we did it very quickly. It felt very good. I improvised some, direct transfers. There was like the moon that we were going to transfer was right up here and we would have had to go all the way around to come back in order to get behind it for like the sort of correct transfer window. Fuck it, just burn straight up. And we did. We have ourselves a magic ship that can infinite fuel and thousands of times thrust multiplier. Let's fucking use it. So my plan today is instead of using these transfer windows and trying to have multiple ships landing at multiple places, I'm going to use one goddamn ship and one goddamn ship only. And that means I don't have to plan any transfer windows. We don't have to be anywhere at any time. We can just fucking go there. And we've got a magical ship. So, my plan is to run, as you can see in the splits, the beginning of the game the same as we have before mainly. So, we get the science that we need, we send a ship to Minmus, we plant a flag, we get the science that we need from Minmus, and we come back and we build the magic ship, and then we go to the moon first. After the moon, I'm gonna go straight to fucking Moho. I don't know where I should go, and I might even, call an audible when I get there, because I'll be like, well, it looks like it's gonna be easier to get here, but my plan is to go from Moho and work from the inside out. Moho to Eve, we've already done Kerbin, out to Duna, out to Drez, out to Joule, out to Elu. And just do it like that. Now, that may not be the most efficient way to do it, which is why I have made these splits to be generic. We have just, when we get down into here, in fact, I'll scroll through the list, and you'll see flag 3, flag 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because I'm going to do this on the fly. I'm going to do this on the fly. I'm going to be making my decisions as we go, as we roll. Because it might turn out that, from Moho to Eve, they're so close to the sun that it's fine. But once you start getting out to Drez and Joule and Elu, it might be that I'm leaving Drez and, it makes more sense to go to Elu because it's right here at the time that I happen to be here, or, something like that. So I'm just going to go wherever it seems like I should go. But my plan is just to dive to Moho and just work my way out until we're to Elu. And then when we come back, we'll come back at, 40,000 meters per second. We'll come back at an incredibly high speed. At the end of the last run that we did the other day that got this, 357.57, we sat here for like minute and a half, 2 minutes waiting for maximum time warp to get a ship close enough to return that was coming from the Joule system, I think, and then the one that had been coming back from Elu for a good long time. I ain't gonna wait around. I got a ship that can make fucking infinite thrust. I'm gonna burn in the direction of the sphere of influence of the planet that I want to hit, and if I miss the sphere of influence, fuck it, I'll just burn to, the same sort of orbit around the sun, and we'll work it. We've got a magical ship here. Basically, I'm going to try to run the solar system the way that I run the moons on Joule. If I can make the planets around the sun be ostensibly the same as Joule, and I just burn hard and burn there and get it done sloppy, I think we're going to save hours. Hours. Kraken drive, says Fozzaman? Yes, the Kraken drive, where we use the robotics parts in order to create one engine that is creating negative thrust, like almost negative 200,000% thrust, which, because that's negative thrust, it's filling our fuel tank constantly. And then we give the other engine, I'm going to aim today for about 5,000 thrust, I think. So then we've got 5,000% of the 100% thrust of a swivel, which is what we're going to be burning on. So yeah, infinite fuel, massive thrust multiplier. That's what we're working with. That's what we're going to fucking use. I also have other plans for, I want to go to Minmus on a direct ascent. You know, I want to burn from Kerbin straight up and hit Minmus. So we'll try and do the timing on that. But I got a lot of ideas about how to do this. It's going to be improvised. We're just going to try it, to see what the issues are. And I swear to God, there's no way that it takes us fucking 4 hours if I'm not trying to tweak maneuver nodes to make sure, oh, we need to be there in, let's see, 128 days by the mission timer. That's year 2, day 333 by universal time. If I don't have to fucking do that, that's where we lose all the time. That's where we drag. Due to some weird reason, you appear to have Cheeto fingers sometimes. Do I? Do I? Bracknell Exile with the subscription. Welcome back to the Big Dick Club. That's 5 months. That's 5 inches extra. In addition. Thank you so much for the subscription. But, okay, so... You've heard my plans. I want to burn straight up to go to, well, no, Minmus? On the first launch to Minmus? Are we going to try and do that? Well, I could do that with that ship. Straight up to Minmus and straight up to the moon. Because those will be the 2 ships we launch. Yeah, we're going to try that. Straight ascents to the moon and Minmus on those early launches within the Kerbin SOI, and then immediately dive to fucking, I don't want to say Moho. I want to say, shit, this fucking CFS lose a word thing in my brain, you know? What's the, it's got to start with an M, right? The planet that it represents. Mercury, fuck. God damn it, weird brain. Burn straight to Mercury, okay? Come out to Venus, jump right over the Earth, head to Mars, hit up, I don't know, what the fuck is Dres supposed to be? Because there's a couple planets missing there. 3 hours or less, says Jermasian. I hope so. I think, yeah. Bottom half of 2 hours. 2.5. Below 2.5 is what I'm hoping for. But, okay, so the reason why I got this open and then came into a save file and then paused it was because I've been talking about finances and shit for an hour. I want a live stream break before we get started. Once I'm in it, I don't want to take a live stream break. I'm hoping to get it done in 2 hours, 2 and some hours. So we got to have a live stream break before I get started. Because I had to tell you about my 27-inch curved monitor that I bought, my $5,000 investment into basic attention token that you should look into. It's a hot investment. And by the way, if you all start investing, that's going to drive the price up for me. Maybe we start our own spike, and then boom, I can get out 3 days from now having made $60,000. Dres is basically the asteroid belt all mashed into one. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we're going to take a live stream break before we get started here. And then when we get started, we're in it to win it. And I think it's going to be 2.5 hours or less. That's my hope. That's my intention. That and, BAT getting up to at least 45 cents and hopefully 60 in the next 6 months. So stake your positions now and meet me back here in 7 minutes for the beginning of the live stream, for I am the Ronin Pawn and I am not yet out. Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome back to twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn livestream, where we do occasionally speedrun, and we're going to. Kerbal Space Program in particular. Although, I've got some investment ideas. Alright, we'll go forward then. Yes, I've burnt the first hour of this live stream. Just talking about basic attention token and Brave and Plaid and all that sort of stuff, because I spent $5,000 today and I got to talk about it a little bit, you know. $5,000 that I don't have. It's not money that I made. It's money that they said, you've got a really good credit score. How much money do you make a year? 48, 52 grand. Well, okay then. Have some money. I've had my Discover card so long that I didn't, I didn't do that with them, but I have done that with others. But I've been a Discover customer for a very long time, and they have been very good to me. They're very good, like, in terms of credit card companies. Fuck Visa, fuck MasterCard. I don't have much experience with American Express, but I do have a card now because I've got such a good credit score. But Discover has always taken care of me very, very nicely. I'm going to delete 100% slow run. Good customer support. You know, when I've asked for like credit line increases, they're like, oh, okay. You know, and if their answer is no, they usually have a fucking, you know, explanation for you instead of, I just can't do it. World record number 4, TTUC world record 6. I don't know what world record 4 is. I'm just going to keep all those. First 100% speed run. We don't need it. We're about to get a better one, hopefully. This is going to be, again, improvised. A lot of this is going to be improvised. We're going to be figuring it out on the fly a bit. So, chilling hard right now. I'm just trading with my, you know, giving my financial critiques and stuff. Fuck Visa, fuck MasterCard. You know how they do business? They write you a credit card that the Federal Reserve writes, that other people write for you. It's like they don't even have their own fucking money. And yet they make fucking quadrillions of money by positioning themselves in between everybody's purchases and taking fees. Discover Card, American Express, they actually have their own money. They are lending you their money when you make a purchase. Visa and MasterCard, they just manipulated a system and positioned themselves in a place to make everything on the face of the planet cost more when it doesn't need to. Oh shit, the beer's coming open. Does this mean we're actually going to run? Could do. Could do. Alright, so this is going to be, I mean, it's world record number 3, so let's say 100%, oh, yeah, fucking, I must have moused past something. 100% science, world record 3 is what we'll be hoping for here. Science mode game, pick a flag. What do we like? Let's have some rapists today. What? It's what it's how would you pronounce it? Okay. I guess we're ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Speedrun go! And we begin on this improvised speedrun. See if we can't take some time off. So get me directly into the VAB. And thank you for that. You, sir. I'm going to need the flea on the bottom here. First run of the day, so I'm going to be clicking in places I shouldn't be clicking and stuff. You know, we'll get better after I accidentally screw up this run several times, and then we'll actually start running the game quickly. Somewhere around there, you down to there, stage it appropriately, and put her out on the pad. 33 seconds, not horrible. Can do that in sub 30 quite easily when I'm paying attention, when I'm warm on it. Let's observe some mystery while we get a crew report. You step out, take the data out of there so that we've got room for another crew report. Then the surface sample EVA report from you. Reboard, SAS on. Whoa! SAS! That was RCS. Alright, well there's this first scrubbed launch of the day. I pressed R instead of T, and the speed run is over, ladies and gentlemen. Quit to the menu, we'll start a game. We need to get, you know, this is going to happen, so we're going to start it up again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attempt number 2. There may be many attempts. Let's do this. Straight into the VAB. Get rid of you. Now I can make it a little bit faster, hopefully. So you, and then we want a parachute. We want the science. 3 of you on. I want thrust limited to about there. Solid fuel to there. We stage it. And we launch it. Sub 30. 26 seconds. I told you I could do that. I'm going to zoom a little bit as we're coming in. There we go. Makes it easier to click. Crew report.
Are we there yet?
Almost. Nearly there. Take the data out of there. I need you to surface sample EVA report. Bing bang. Reboard. SAS on this time. And then fire me over here. Fire me over there. Parachute out. Observe mystery goo. Yeah, thank you. Crew report. Crew report. Crew report. Yep. EVA. Need you to EVA while we're in the air. I need you to take the data out of here. Need you to reboard. Now that we're on the ground, I'm going to grab mystery goo. I'm going to grab another crew report. We're going to get you back out. You're going to surface sample EVA. No, EVA, EVA, EVA. Reboard, recover. 1 minute, 23 seconds. Presuming we got what we needed, which was 52, indeed. So you, thanks I got it. Let's buy into a couple of tiers of science and head back out, and then right back into the VAB, where we're going to add some science to this guy. That's going to be here. We're going to put on a thermometer. We're going to put on a barometer. Going to move it over to the spaceplane hangar so that when we launch it, it comes out on the runway where we haven't already collected science. Going to zoom a little bit while we're in the black screen. Do everything that I just did, but again, so mystery goo and crew report, thank you. The other thing that I'd like to do right now is get you up, pin it, log the pressure data, get you up, pin it, log the temperature, and then you step out, and I want you to take the surface sample EVA report, sure, take the data out of there to clear more room for the next crew report, take all that data, get back in, SAS on, and go. And in this direction this time, generally speaking, pop that parachute, we'll observe some mystery goo, we'll log the pressure data, we'll log the temperature, get all that in, EVA you to take the data, reboard, get you down. We don't need the crew report a second time, it'd be the same crew report. So observe this mystery goo, crew report me again from here, thank you. Log the pressure data, log the temperature, thank you. Now that you're on the ground, get out, surface sample EVA report, reboard, and recover. And that's 30 seconds faster than we did it last time. Okay, so 93 science, now we can build the big ship. That's going to go to Minmus. So we buy into all of these, and start building the Minmus ship. So, into you, and I'm going to start by putting our science together, and it's going to be you, sir, just one side will be fine, and then you here, and then we're going to want for later, and a blater for later. Oh no, we need it now, actually. For that, and then a decoupler, and then we're going to have a science junior below that. And that should be all of our science. Let's put the parachute on there, and we can start building the ship, which is going to be 2, become 4. Come on. I am holding Alt and clicking. Become 6, and then swivel on the bottom. Take 4 of those off. Back over to the decouplers. Give me 1 radial decoupler, about there. Put you on that radial decoupler. Come on. There we go. Just the right pixel. And then 1 and 2. And then off of you, I'm going to build space for 2 SRBs. So that's going to be the thumpers. Sure they're on correctly. That is not on correctly. That is also not on correctly. That looks right. Thank you. And now drag it down. Drag it down. Thank you. You're eating time from me right now with all these misclicks and everything. Cones. Fins. Good. And then I can take... I don't think I grabbed it at the... there we go. And put another one of these on and just one. Make sure you're in the right position. You look wrong in all of the positions there. Do that again. Oh, shit. Are you guys on incorrectly? Yeah, they're all on wrong. Fuck. There's just stupid time loss because this game sucks. Go. Now you're not even on the fucking thing. What's going on here? Oh, God. Scrubbed run is what this should be. Fuck! There's 1 fucking pixel! No! 2. Thank you. And then copy you. Down to 1. Put you on as well. Alright, we're back on fucking task here. Grab you. No, you didn't. You weren't at 2 times snapping. Could have swore I left you at 2 times snapping. Okay, that was a mess. Let me do the staging now. So we get you down into there, we get you into here. And then split up the, give me the ability to make another node. Fuck! Game. Okay? Save you as ship number 3 when we save you. Get the crew in. That's not Jeb, that's supposed to be Bob. Save it. Launch it. No, I didn't do the fuck. Well, we'll have to do it while we're flying. SAS on, throttle to full and go. Wasting my goddamn time over here. Stay a little bit above 70. Hold, hold, hold. I don't know if I've even made the craft correctly here. At 250, I'll tell it to follow its prograde. At 300, nope. I was supposed to do that earlier. Throttle down. Let's go to 2 times fizz. Should have some spin. Not that much. Not that much. That's a scrubbed run. Fuck! That I blame entirely on the fucking game. Every goddamn thing was down to fucking pixels worth of and I was zoomed on everything, and then I go to fucking make another fucking node where I could put in another stage over here, and I moused over the motherfucking thing, and it doesn't give me the plus and minus. I gotta, like, do this to get it to fucking come back up. Piece of shit game that I love to speedrun, apparently. Do you want to update your times? Sure, we can update those times. That's a scrubbed run, brought to you by Squad. So we start again. I was hauling ass, too. I was doing this nice little start. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a 2.5-hour speed run. But it does matter. Snap mode in KSP is so fucking stupid. Why would I ever want to put boosters on just slightly off? You know? And it's just, it needs a fucking wider area of attachment. When you get to the larger... Here's the thing. It's like, I know that they recognize that there are problems because they kind of fixed them, but didn't go back and fix them for everything else. When you get up to the larger stack separators, or the larger, you know, standoffs for decouplers, the snapping actually works. You know, there's a good range in there where it just snaps to the middle, and then it snaps to, like, I don't know, 45 degrees, and then, or maybe there's a 30 and something else, but there's a nice range in there on that part. Here's the like, regulars, the small ones, and I'm sitting over here, and it's down to, like, that. That's as much as I'm allowed to move the fucking mouse to get it where I want it to be. Jesus Christ. Keep selling DLC before you finish the game, assholes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It does suck, Daddy Harder. I mean, it doesn't suck Daddy Harder. It just sucks. Get out of here. Let's try again. Okay, so we build you, and then I'll throw the parachute on, and then it's just science. Just the 3. Mystery goos. Don't even give a fuck where they are. Thrust limit me to something less than that. That's a little bit high for what I usually like, but, you know, it's a speed run, so hopefully it'll work out. You to there, launch. 31 seconds. See? Already losing time to this restart. Zoom a little bit while we're in the black screen, so it's easier to click on things. Observe mystery goo, crew report, bang bang. You step out, take the data out of there, give me your surface sample EVA report. You can just reboard. SAS on, go. Over to somewhere in this general direction. And observe the mystery goo. Oh, shit. Didn't pop the... It doesn't matter. We'll be fine. We'll be fine as long as I can get you out and get what needs to happen. Alright, well, that one's my fault. That one's my fault. Quit to the main menu. We'll start again. See, I won't blame the game when it's not the fucking game's fault, but I will blame the game when it isn't. In 5, well, no. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I've been a little bit off on that click. What are you gonna do? Straight into the VAB. Goodbye, Werner. You know, it's always a little challenge you give yourself to see how quickly you can put this thing together, so... 3 of you. Thrust limiting to fuck less. Solid fuel to fuck less. And you. Stage it. Launch it. 27. Alright. Respectable. Respectable. somewhere around here, we want the mystery goo observed, which is why I clicked on the fucking button. So if you could just, like, respect the fact that I did click on the button. You open, take the data out of there, and then surface sample EVA report, reboard, SAS on, go. Over to here, stay a little bit higher than you have been, Pawn. Pop the parachute a bit early, and then observe mystery goo, observe mystery goo. Crew report me from in the air. Both of those things. EVA, take the data, give me your EVA report, reboard, get you down. Oh, thank God. I can't believe how lucky I've been in not landing on the top of anything for a very long time here. Observe mystery goo, ooh, I did take that? I'm a smarty every day. And then you, surface sample EVA report, reboard, recover. 1 minute, 22 seconds to the first half of things. And into the VAB, research both of these. I'm just going to leave you up, bitch. You're going to leave Gene sitting there the whole damn run. And then over to the thermometer that we'll add and the barometer that we'll add. I do need space between those two. Move it over to the spaceplane hangar. Zoom a little bit as we're coming into the black screen. You know, while we're loading, you can get away with that. And then observe mystery goo, crew report, both of you. I want this one to show up on this side. So log pressure data, log temperature pin. Now get out. I want you to take the data out of there, take the data out of there, take the data out of there. Don't forget to get your surface samples and EVA reports. SAS on, go. Send me over in this general direction. Pop the parachute a little early. Observe the mystery goo. Log the temperature. Log the pressure data. Ding, 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 ding. We could get you out right now. Take the data. Take the data. Reboard. Down. Alright, and now log pressure data, log temperature, sure. Give me the last mystery goo. While you're doing that, get me that crew report. Bang, get you out. Surface sample, EVA report. Reboard, recover. 3 minutes. Wow. How did I do it that fast? Did I miss something? Nope, we got the science we need. Alright, I'll get rid of you now. Now you there. Just gotta unlock all this stuff. And that gives us the parts that we need to build the ship to Minmus again. Let's hope this time, you know, the game doesn't get in my way of building the goddamn ship to Minmus. So you're starting with the science build. From there, give me a goo container on the side. It's been fine for me in the past. Thermometer here. Barometer here. Parachute. And then we need couplers. We're gonna need these later. Put you down there. One of these. Nope, that'll be in a minute. Pawn, you need the... I'm trying to, like, build smart, and whenever I try and build smart, it just slows me down. Because I'm not smart. Science back in. To you. Thank you very much. And then build the craft. So... 2. Oh, no. The fucking pixels here in this game. Zoom out. There you go. Swivel engine. Break you off. Where'd I leave those? Right here. Good. Give me one. Just one. Now you on there. 2 more. Fuel tanks. I want this as tall as the original. And then another one of you. In fact, 2 of the you. Like so. Over to the thumper. See if we can't get them on this time. Oh, that looks good. Now pull them down to where they need to be. Good. And then immediately into the aerodynamics of it. So let's get some winglets. Nope. No. Now, see, that's probably... There you go. I know, just a single fucking pixel to work with. Thank you, developers of the game. And then over here. Let me zoom in. Grab you like that. Just one. On correctly. A little bit higher than the others. And then you. Off. 2 times. On. We're good? Looks good. We'll do the staging now. Oh, the staging is entirely different. No, it's not. You're just being silly.
This Minmus ship is missing the landing stage.
And then you and Bob missing the landing stage. What are you talking about? We got a decoupler. Bob's in there. We got that. Let's do the action grouping. So on custom 1, we want to observe mystery goo. We want to crew report. We want... Oh, yes, it is missing the landing stage. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Log temperature. Log pressure data. God, I'm a fool for you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 things. The 5th is conduct the materials study. Good God. I'm such an idiot. Thank God some of you aren't. I'm not going to say which, who that is. It's 1, 2, and then 4, like so. Jesus Christ, build the ship pawn. They got me so tilted. The game fucking up. Thank you. Go ahead and collapse those. And then we need another swivel. On you. Just buried in there. And then you're the last one that I'll need, so I can have you like that. And I can have you like that. Okay. Now, those are supposed to fire with that, and you're supposed to fire when these drop off. No. That's all 4 of them. You're supposed to fire when those drop off. You're supposed to fire with this. You're supposed to fire there. I forgot how to build my own ship, and then everything else looks... wrong. Looks very wrong. You're supposed to be there, and then that, and the other thing. Is Bob still in here? Bob's still in here. 3, save it, launch it. Shipped in the scrub run also didn't have the landings. That might have been part of the problem. Part of it. SAS on throttle to full and go. You saw how much fucking trouble I had building the goddamn thing. Okay, to there. That's why it was going so much faster. Everything got thrown off. They just got me tilted, you know? Follow your prograde. Drop the throttle to half. F5. Give me 2 times fizz. And then we'll watch the solid fuel drain out of here. And before it does, I'll come out of that. I'll fire up the engines. Drop you guys. F5. You're still on follow prograde. Should be able to get away with this. Fizz warp, just don't touch it. Have some faith pawn. Okay. I'll get our apoaps up to 80k. Oh, we were going to do a direct descent to Minmus. I'm a fool. 80k is what we'll have there, and then 4 times fizz warp to get us out. We don't need science until we're up there to Minmus. Minmus is already in like a pretty good place for leaving for it after we get this apoaps, so no huge loss. Forgetting that I wanted to try and improvise a misdirect descent. And now you're still following your prograde. Good. Because I'm going to bring you over to the apoaps. And I'm going to ask you to get back on that prograde. And finish off this burn. At 2 times fizz if you can. Without losing it. Good. And... out in this stage, lose you guys. Back up to map mode, see where we are here. Let's pull the apoaps up a bit, please. F, F, F. Yeah, where am I? 76 kilometers? Pulling up hard, and it ain't helping at this point. We went well past that apoaps. Let's get that periaps up. Okay, it's safe. We've got a circular. Minmus, where you at? You there? Set you as my target. And you're in a great place to just keep burning for you, so get back on the prograde and fire. And we're almost out of fuel here. Out of fuel here. Now we should be able to fizz warp times 3 to finish this off. Guess who's streaming? Thanks for the notification, Twitch. Did that work? Did it not? It's not doing it? Okay, that's pretty good. Warp me out to there. I should have probably checked. Oh, I forgot to fucking skip the split because I forgot that one. What's happening? Well, you need to burn up, pawn. So normal me. Normal me.
You can't buy me, hot dog man.
The direct ascend would only be for the magic ship.
Okay, don't normal me. I went right past it. I was watching my ascending node. I was thinking the Dursex would be for the magic ship. I could have done it. I think you could do it with Mimis too. Bring you back down. Like, okay. Radial, radial out. Get over there. Like, where the fuck are you and why don't I get to see you? You prick. You can do it with a capable ship. What? Damn it. I'm trying to do everything like, you know, I said I was gonna improvise. This is me improvising. You just made a node. Now you're going... Yeah, chase the normal around the ball until we get something. There you go, you shit. Keep burning it up. And then it just disappeared entirely. That was on a return trajectory. Fuck, that's another scrubbed launch. I'm doing direct routes now. That's another scrubbed launch. I just did stupid. I was just stupid all over the place on that. That's another 11 minutes. Gone. Fuck. Alright. It's just gonna be one of those days where I gotta get into the run before I can get into the run. I didn't even remember to build the ship right. We going direct routes now? Yes, Lava Lamp. Absolutely. Looked at, you know, what you've been sending me, and also it just makes sense. But yeah, I've been looking at it. And we're gonna try that if I can ever get the fucking speedrun started, you know? It's a little bit... It's 20 minutes of my life just to get a chance to start fucking up the rest of the run by a bunch of shit that I'm gonna improvise. So... In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! We're started. That is a restart. Restart the game? It's not a bad idea, just to maintain stability, but not going to, no. Not at this point. So you, and then one of you. Time is money. Yes, it's well, actually money. Bat is money. Invest today, friends. 3 of you. Thrust limiter down to that's fine. Solid fuel down to that's fine. You to there, and launch. 28 seconds. Got an ad for a monster that keeps you texting while driving. I don't even have a car. What? You, observe the mystery goo, give me more of a zoom, crew report, both of those. You get out, take the data from there, give me your sample EVA report, reboard, SAS on, go. A little bit higher than you have been staying. Okay, pop the parachute early, observe mystery goo, crew report, well in air. As you turn down, I want you to get out of the craft. I want you to EVA report from there. I also want you to take the data out, so when we land, we're ready for that. Get me down. Ooh, what a great place to land. Observe the mystery goo. What? Yes, both of those things. And then out. I got very confused there for a moment. Take the surface sample, EVA report, reboard, recover. Yeah, 4 seconds lost, confused. That's how we did that. 52, good. I won't think I've got it yet, because I don't know if I've got it or not. And then some more science on this boy. So you to there, you to there. Want them on opposite sides. Switch me over to the spaceplane hangar and launch me again. Zoom while we're in the black screen using the scroll wheel on the mouse. Okay, a little bit too close on that one. Observe the mystery goo, crew report me. Both of those. And then you on this side, pinned and logged. And you on this side, pinned and logged. And now you can get out. I want you to give me your surface sample EVA report. And then I need you to take the data out of here, take the data out of here, take the data out of here, reboard SAS on and go. From this general direction. Parachute out early, observe mystery goo, no crew report necessary from here, log the pressure data, log the temperature, You can go ahead and get out and take the data out of here, take the data out of here, take the data out of here, reboard. and then get us down. I flew a little bit higher than I ought to on that one. Observe the mystery goo. Shit. Crew report me. God damn it, I can't see it. Crew report. Log pressure data. Log temperature. Get you out. Surface sample EVA. Reboard. Recover. And that's not quite as fast as the last one. Okay, 93 though, we got what we needed. Take you, thanks, I've got it. Basic rocketry, general rocketry, and stability. And back in to build the Mimus ship for the 3rd, 4th, 9th time today. So you here. Get on there. Give me these guys. Just want them low enough that when he's standing on the ladder, he'll be able to access them. You to there. Won't actually need to access them. So I guess it doesn't matter. That's a heat shield there. And then decoupler. Followed by Mystery Goo, or Science Junior. Parachute me. And then build the ship. This time build all of the ship. So 1, 2, 4. Like so. Some landing legs on there, some toothpicks for us. Just make things a bit easier. We're going to need an engine for that. It's going to be a swivel tucked in there. And that's going to be... Let's have you and you. Give me one of these. Thank you. Actually, that's the last time I'll need one of those, so it's already wasteful. 2, 4, 6. And then another swivel. And then you, sir. Just the one, if you don't mind. Oh, you forgot one. Pull this off, set it over there, put this on, put you on that, and then build it back up to the height that it's supposed to be. And then give me some more of these. Just 2 of them. About there will do. Thumpers. Those are on correctly. Pull it down to there. Thank you. And then that's going to be aerodynamics. Let's get the winglets on. Let's get the nose cones on. And then let's make a copy of that whole thing. Just one of them. Put it over here. Grab the whole deal. 2 times sim it. Like so. Get up a little bit. And then let's do the staging. So liquid fuel fires with everything else, and then you burn with that, and then you with that. Drop off, and then yes, 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 yes. And then this guy like so, and then we'll do the action grouping. Custom 1. We're going to fire off the mystery goo. We're going to fire off the thermometer, the barometer. We're going to get ourselves a crew report. And we're going to do the materials study. And then on custom 2... collect all, put Bob in the craft, save it, and launch. Hopefully I've done that well. Okay, a fair bit of time ahead there. SAS on throttle to full and go. This certainly looks like a speed run now. Get all of our things up. At 200 meters per second. I will tell him to follow his prograde at 250. I will pull down to half throttle, and I will go to 2 times fizz warp. Pull the gear in. And then when we're at the bottom of the SRBs, I will comma to stop time warp. I will Z to thrust up. Drop those. F5. Let it stabilize. And then 2 times fizz warp again. Nope. Nope. Can you get there? Oh my god, you saved yourself. You saved yourself. Congratulations. A not scrubbed run. That is a risky maneuver. You know, the ship sometimes can handle it, sometimes can't. We're going to do this to 80 kilometers again. There's 80. 4 times fizz. F5 me from here. Out to map mode. And then while we're waiting for this to come up, we can go ahead and set Mimus as the target for in a moment. We're there. Are we in space yet? Not quite, not quite, not quite. Now we are. So now I can warp a little bit faster to the Apoaps. You're still on your prograde, then burn. Burn, honey, burn. And I can 2 times fizz. Yes, I can. And then come out of fizz warp when they're about to be empty. Drop them when it's stable. F5, come back out, see where we are on this Apoaps. Gonna burn higher to try and keep it with us. There you go. 2 times fizz. Okay. 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 Stop. And no more fizz. No more fizz. F5 from here. We're in a great place to leave for Minmus, so stay on your prograde just as he's rising over the edge of Kerbin. We're burning for him. And out to here, because we're about to be out of fuel in this stage. 1, 2, 3 times fizz warp. And we're on our way. Out of fizz warp. Kill it before I get to where I've fucked everything up. Ooh, we had something for just a moment. That's good, that should be fine. Bring me out to like here. And then we'll adjust it just by pushing it up, and it should be there. Right? For fuck's sake. On the normal. With some fizz warp to get you to the normal, in a hurry. And raise. Okay, good. Now, over to Minmus, where we can view this as it comes up. Mostly equatorial. Retrograde to bring it in. I believe it's retrograde to bring it in. Oh! Fine. Don't care. Don't care. That's 14K. That's beautiful. From here, go ahead and take some data. Suck it all in. Now you. I'm going to set this up once and never have to do it again. Restore there. Restore there. Pin both of these for later. Reboard. And we're on our way to Minmus. In fact, warp to there, because I want high over Minmus before we get to the low at the Periaps. Alright, things are going decently. We finally got one started here. And I actually remembered to split the file this time, too. Could be manually warping to get there faster, but then I wouldn't have an opportunity to sip my beer, would I? Okay, so this is high over. So let's get the science from here. Thank you. You get out. Give me your EVA report from here. And restore, reboard, 2. Down to the Periaps. SAS on, well, I can't do it now, can I? Okay, SAS on retrograde hold while you're getting to your retrograde. We'll get some more science in. All of you, 2, EVA, reboard. Nope, I needed to restore. Moving a little bit too fast for yourself there, Pawn. Restore, back inside, suck it all in. You're supposed to be on your retrograde, but you're drifting off of it. There you go, back out to you. Burn that retrograde. And that's good enough for government work. Warp. Till I find something that I want to land on. That's fine. Right there. So retrograde me. Again. That's retrograde? That's retrograde. So I'm going to come down right around here where we're near 2 different biomes. Yeah. Yeah. Gear out. And max warp. Okay, at 155 meters per second. We want to burn at like 300 meters above the surface for this suicide. It's suicide-ish. And that's us down. Go ahead and settle, 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 settle. Okay, so 1, get all the science that we can get. All of you. 2, suck it in. EVA. Go ahead and do sample EVA report. Bing, bang. Restore, restore. Jump off the craft. RCS down. And plant a flag. And we're 2 minutes ahead. Just by running a little bit faster. By getting warmed up by fucking up over and over again. You know? It's what it takes. You're gonna be a speedrunner? It's mainly about fucking up. I ain't even joking. So there we go. 2 to suck all that in. F5 from here. I need to get on some land. Where's some land mass? Due north, pawn. Due north. So get me some speed. SAS on. Apparently this is where I'm taking us. Okay. Then there we go. Retrograde me. 4 times fizz. Second landing site. Just to cover our asses. Down from the fizz warp. Could be doing this at 2 times fizz. I think it'd be good. Okay, there you go. Just stop and float her down. Thank you. Oh, hold it up. Hold it up and sit down. There you go. F, 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 F. F5, get me more science. Mimesis Lowlands. Those are 2 different things. Good, that's what we wanted. You get out. Give me your sample EVA. Restore, restore, reboard, and we're leaving. So, where's Kerbin? It's over there. Get on the retrograde of Minmus. Yeah, a little bit past it apparently. SAS on, and let's go. Are you going? You're going. I need you to pull... Nope, to the north. To the north. Not that way. Okay, periapse there. Prefer not to overshoot, but we can. I'm gonna go with this. I think we should be able to do this. Hit this hard and fast. It shouldn't hurt us. So, we're on our way back now. Me over here. Oh no, what are you doing? You're gonna trust the game to do the warping? You fucking kidding me? We'll be here for an hour waiting for it. Sure we're following the ship. Okay, might have just whipped right past it there. Doesn't matter, timing is not an issue. Back in here. Are you on your retrograde? No, you're not. Please find your retrograde so that I know where the fucking planet is. There it is. Thank you. Get us down this general direction. Okay. I'll break all that off. Follow my surface. Let's go. 4 times fizz. Is this going to be water? Or is it going to be land? It's going to be land. Set you for 850. F5 from here. Oh, we're going to hit water. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd love it. I'd love it, I'd love it, I'd love it. I'm gonna pop that parachute early, because we came back faster than I usually do. We did land water! Ah, fucking awesome. Shouldn't have popped the parachute early, we would have been fine. And we're down, recover vessel. Okay, what's next? Build the magic ship. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're gonna need you, and you definitely, and then you... Yeah, I'll take you as well. We need the ladder. We need the landing legs. Landing legs. Landing legs. The hell are landing legs? It's there. So you need to buy into one of these. Oh, and I wanted the SAS. And those are the LT1s. We want the LT2s. And we also need advanced rocketry, and that's all we need for our build. Back into the VAB. Okay, now from here, we're getting rid of you and you. Everything else can stay, except for I'm going to move you around a little bit because I want you on alternate sides to not have weird weight imbalances, which means also I'm going to have 2 of you on, which is wrong. And then we're going to have 4 drogues. Yeah, that should be fine. And then up here as well, I want to put on my SAS and some electricity. Okay, and then this ship is built as such. We have the Terrier, followed by a fuel tank, followed by swivel. And then we need the landing legs. 8 of the sons of bitches. Low as I can have them. And then I will shove you up a bit. Like so. Is there something else that's supposed to be there? Yeah, come on, there is. What? The robotics. Is there something other than the robotics that needs to be on here? So, just 2 of you. Either side. The one on the left is going to be the one that we don't care about most of the time, and that's going to be the one that glitches us infinite fuel. So we're going to have that attached to the throttle of the Terrier, and we're going to reach in here, we're going to grab this, we're just going to say go all the way down, and in fact you go all the way down, and then we're going to put the animation somewhere out here, and that'll take care of that guy. Now over here, the ladder, thank you, we're going to need that. I want open the editor, action group this guy. We want you to give us the massive thrust. So we're going to attach that throttle of the swivel to this guy. And then here, we're going to make ourselves a point in the middle. Come all the way up here, and then I'm going to move it in just a little bit. And that could be enough. Let's get the control here up. Set your throttle to independent. I forgot to do that over here as well. Throttled independent, that one. But throttled independent, now our throttle has the ability to go to 2500. I want more than that. So I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm just going to be less on how much I bring it in. 6,000. Sounds good to me. Grab this guy, bring it up to here about halfway through. That'll give us our 0 to 100 control, and then everything above there will be magic thrust. This is ship number 4. It's going to be flown by not Bob, not Jeb, but Val.
Hocus pocus and we got magic.
Indeed. Staging, and then put these separate from those. Come on. Second time today you've done that. Where the pluses and minuses don't come up. Good, and then the ladder. The ladder, 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 the ladder. Is that a utility? Seems like a utility to me. So you, just 1 ladder. Oh no, we were going to do 2 just for like symmetry of weight. Extend ladder. Yeah. I'm going to pull you down 1 more. Yeah, and then retract the ladder. Okay, hopefully that's good. This is ship number 4. I'm saving it. Adjust action groups for science. Indeed, thank you. I forgot to do that last time too. And all it really should come down to is on custom 1, we want this to be added. Log the seismic data. Everything else is going to stay as it is. Save and launch. Move the last node on the controller up to 100% as well. It means you can press Z for... just going to do mouse control. I found it harder to deal with all of that on the last run. Because it did a lot of different reasons. So it's going to be you. We open the editor, and now this is going to be our throttle control over the ship for the rest of the game. SAS on. Pop the engines. We're generating infinite fuel. Straight launch to Mun, actually, was what I wanted to do. So F5 from here, and we're a little bit past Mun, but let's set you as a target. And try and I might have been very... That would have been a great time to leave, you silly, silly boy, actually. You've just... Yeah, you should have just gone. Good, we know that for the next run. So from here, let's just fucking go. With a ridiculous amount of speed. You know, just enough so that we don't actually combust as we're going straight up. Would be the idea. Ooh. Yeah, no. Oh, you need the thrust to keep yourself righted. Can you, at some point, you should still be... Follow your prograde. Still pretty straight up. Okay, we can go out to map mode and see what we're doing out here on the Apoaps. I don't think I'm that concerned about heat at this point. Yeah, we're good.
As the great supreme leader said, unlimited power. Unlimited power.
Whoa! And we are hitting the moon's sphere of influence. Let's go over to the moon. And let's see what we can do about this. Wait, I built the magic ship already. We're gonna have to skip that split. Son of a bitch. And then from here, can I just anti-normal down? Can indeed. Hit it mostly equatorial. That's not mostly equatorial. That's mostly equatorial. F5 from here, we're on our way to the moon. We could go ahead and grab some space near Kerbin science and suck that in. And then we could get high. We could get high. You wanna get high? Am I still warping or something? Why can't I... Oh, fuck it. F5. Would it help to add small fins on the ship? Perhaps, huh? Perhaps. I'm just gonna warp myself straight up here, and then before we cross over, might as well grab space high over Kerbin. I already did. Oh yeah, I suppose I did. That's right. So near, though, was something I didn't have. Get me into the moon's SOI. And we can go ahead and grab the science here. And then keep going. We're not coming in that fast, even though we did a direct descent. It's going to be 1,000 meters per second. I think we'll be fine for this. So bring me in. In fact, I'd be warping a bit faster if I were in control game, but I guess I'm in control game. Okay, put the gear out. Retrograde burn, F5. Are we near moon yet? Near moon? Let's get, I think we're near moon now. So, yep, space high over the moon. Oh, fuck, that means it's all jammed now. Oh, well, you wouldn't be jammed. Review the data, throw it away. Review the data, throw it away. Review the data, throw it away. Okay, we're good now. Switch to ground. Okay, switch to ground. Pull you back up. Did I never have this there? What else? I don't know, things. F5. Space near moon. Thank you. Suck it all in. I really gotta focus on actually pulling off a landing without killing us. And that's a fine little landing is what that is. Okay. F5. Get the data. EVA. Surface sample EVA report. Yourself down. Plant me a flag. And that's a flag planted on the moon. Thank you. RCS on. Back up to the ladder. And we're ready to improvise, folks, because that's what we're gonna do. Put me back into orbit around the moon. Yeah. Well, get me up. You know what? Just blast me off of the fucking moon. I don't care where I end up at this point. So get you back open, and by the way, hold this up for the rest of the goddamn game. Open the editor, and let's go. Just gonna go straight to the sky and burn like a madman. Okay. So we're apparently leaving Kerbin in not really the right direction, but my plan, loosely, was to go to Moho. Set you as the target, and go to the target. We've got a magic ship here, infinite fuel, ridiculous thrust. Let's fucking use it. We should be safe to burn like this without hitting the moon, I would think. Just gonna burn us generally in this direction. Okay, we saw where it's gonna be. So having seen where it's gonna be, if I could radial in, well, but we're relative to Kerbin right now, and that's kind of problematic for me. Am I cool to just go? Yeah, fucking just go then. Get me the hell out of Kerbin. Don't need to be here, don't want to be here. Ain't no reason. Things are this way. It's how they always been, and they intend to stay. I can't explain why we live this way, but we do it every day. If I radial in from here, and then I hold it so that it won't change on me while I'm doing things, then I burn across Moho. Okay, now what's going on? You'll want to anti-normal? Nope, apparently I'll want a normal. Okay, that's the ascending node getting pretty close to Moho. Can I focus here and keep the target as Moho? Thank you. Good. So yeah, just continue on that. For where we are now, it's going to be a radial out. And then about there, I just got to get the ascending node back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah. Alright, we'll do it a little bit more, because I'm going to need some more radial out, it looks like. Okay. And then another little normal burn here. Okay, and then you know what? That's what I'm gonna call a fuck it. Is it? Is it what I'm gonna call a fuck it? Because we're close enough. I think that's what I'm gonna call a fuck it. Oh no, you're gonna. Well, you know, F5 first. I'll warp us. Yeah, so what? I'm coming at the planet as hard and fast as possibly could. What's your... what? Huh? What? So from here, what are we looking at? You know, can I see these nodes a little bit better to understand what's going on? I'm coming in under and on the inside. So that's going to be... let's start with the radial out. And now we've got a Moho encounter. So let's anti-normal up? It should just be normal. But no, I guess because we're coming at it, the rules get changed. I'm coming in on a retrograde, I'm coming at it directly. I don't know what the fucking rules are here. To about there, and then radial out again. And that's us landing on Moho. Possibly even before we're ready for it. Give me the normal to push it down. So we're hitting it more equatorially for coming off of it easier. Okay. F5. And we're only coming in at 33,000 meters per second. So, you know, pretty good. Warp me to here, if you can. Without getting me killed. Had the same issues with catching Moho. Damn thing is so inclined with a small sphere of influence. Yeah, Moho is not easy to grab. Now, at 33,000 meters per second, once we're out of time warp, do I have enough time to grab science? It's space high over Moho. Suck it up. Good. Come down to, like, here. I don't know how fast we're going, really, when you get right down to it. Get on your retrograde, by the way, so that I know which way to look to see Moho, because I'm not sure right now. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. So... surface for the landing. I'm going to warp us in. And I think I'm going to take something off before we get any closer. $50,000 meters per second. Oh, I might have started late. We're fine. We're fine. It was a perfect suicide burn. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Quick save. Hopefully this works out. 1,000 meters per second, 10k above. Down to 500 meters per second. 300. Oh, shit. Alright. Overcooked that slightly. Just a little bit. Back on your retrograde, please. 4 times Fizz.
Ronan, PA1.
Thank you, little magnets, for the all-skill cheer.
Captain, give me 9,000% thrust.
She can't take it! I'm giving her all she's got, Captain! 6 meters per second, and slowly descending. I'm just gonna leave it there, let it handle itself. Okay. More comfortable in my chair, and we're landed on whatever this is. Boom, get me the science. Okay, 2. Boom, get me the science. There you go. And now that seismic is gonna be jammed. So, review data, discard data, thank you. EVA, EVA, thank you. And then, yep, surface sample EVA report, bing bang. Get off the ship there, try not to get a tan. Plant the flag. And we're 22 minutes ahead of our first flag planting. Thank you, RCS back on. Back in the ship, F5, and where are we going? Well, we're going to Eve, I guess. We're going to Eve. So, Ms. Eve, set you as the target, and considering where you are, and where I am on the planet right now, nothing matters because I have a magic ship. Okay. Okay, open the editor. Yeah, just burn for the sky. Burn like a crazy man. Okay. Let's see what this is looking like. It's looking like the perfect time to leave for Eve, right? Switch over to UT? Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. It don't give a fuck. Who don't give a fuck? You don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna stop about there. And then, from there, what I'd like to do is the fuck out of wherever the hell it is that I am right now. Get solar. Thank you. F5 again, and then this is going to be radial in. Because I want to pull this toward the sun. Okay, you know what? You can actually follow that radial in because I'm not going to go past it. And the descending node is going to have to go up. Understood. So, I think I can normal this time to go up. Alright, that's not... What are you looking for, Pawn? Alright. Pull it back, make it, you know, planar with the rest of the solar system, instead of whatever it was you were doing. Something like that. And then, fucking prograde me. I think it's somewhere out there. And gonna be easier to make this move if I go a little bit toward the sun to do the twist. So I'll head out to here, to my descending node, and then I'll normal. Push you up. Wow. Pretty good eyeball, wouldn't you say? It's about that. And get you out. Yeah. Just look at it like this. Now, which is which? That's us. That's you. So if I just keep going faster, faster. Not that. Prograde. Then we'll hit Eve. F5 from there. Pull it overhead a bit more. And then anti-normal to pull it down. And this is... Am I... What the fuck was I looking at? Looking at one very particular angle, Pawn, I guess. There you go. That's good, actually, because we want to, like, slow down around Eve, and it'll make it easier not to actually slam into Eve, which would probably be good. We're solar right now. Might as well grab solar. Haven't done that for science. And then, yeah, go ahead and warp me there, because I'd like to have a beer. How fast are we going? 39,000, 38,000. Time? Where we're going, we don't need time. Fun fact later, I found that going to Elu from the inner system, if you go too fast, your orbit plot can disappear. I actually gotta slow down so you can plan an intercept. Eve at 75,000 meters per second. This is gonna be fun. So we're in Eve's system. That's science from high over Eve. And, I mean... warp me there. We're not actually hitting it. This is pretty good, actually, to not hit it, and instead, you know, so that you don't hit it. What's our periaps? 53. Oh, we're hitting it. We're definitely hitting it. F5 from here. And this is orbital. That's fine. Let's go ahead and shave off some of the 28,000 meters per second. Just some of it, you know? We were also going to land on water, so this is good. Okay, 840 meters per second coming in now. F5 again. And where the fuck is... There's your Eve. I just worry that I'm not thinking about... Okay, well, you're not thinking about... One, you want to separate some of these guys off. So, remove from symmetry. And the one on the other side, remove from symmetry. And then we can have two different drogue stages here. And we'll start with the ones I just removed from symmetry. F5 again. And, yeah, we're coming straight down at Eve. That wouldn't be problematic, would it? I can't imagine it being an issue. Are we close to Eve now without being in the atmosphere? Because I need that science. I need that science. I need that science. In space near Eve, thank you. I don't need it, but I'd like it. And at 3,000 meters per second, maybe we slow down before we hit atmosphere in this incredibly dense ball of atmosphere. F5. Okay. Picking up speed. Oh, we're in Atmo. So let's get that. Okay, things were getting hot for a second. 5 again. Very bad idea, F5ing in Eve's atmosphere. Okay, but the Atmo is so thick now. That it's actually slowing us down. So 4 times fizz. I love how the terrain is completely nondescript. Can't see a goddamn thing. Nope. Trying to find the pixel where I'm still descending. Just don't want to hit Eve too hard. No! Damn it. Damn it. Like, if it was anything other than the parachute, we would have been fine. Pull you back up again. Hopefully you still exist. We got lots of time. One way or the other. Oh, I'm looking at it backwards. It's like, why are you on the right side? Open the editor. Good. Pin you over here. Get us fucking back down. God damn it. Retrograde hold. Still got those set up. I was so close. I just needed to kill the engine sooner. And even if, like, with the tipping over, we would have been fine if it wasn't the parachute. I can get the ship back up with these landing legs. Nope, fuck, nope, nope! God damn it! Fucking pixel of trying to control this fucking thing. Just get down on the fucking ground. It ain't that hard. Okay, at least the game hasn't lost my, my thing yet, like it likes to do. I'm gonna fire off the drogues this time. Help with stability, I guess, but I mean, it's a pixel, and it's a pixel beyond what this engine can produce. This craft on Eve, under these circumstances, would not be able to lift itself. It would have a less than 1.0 TWR. Pop the drogues. Got like 8 more attempts before reset. Yeah? "100 meters above. 50 meters above. Nope. Nope. Nope! Cunt! Fuck! Fucking get it done! Jesus shit! The waiting is the worst part. Retrograde hold, surface mode. Should F5 lower, but if I do, then we could get screwed in a situation where the game doesn't load this thing back up because, you know, it's Kerbal Space Program. So why would it work? If I have the drogues popped and they're deployed fully, F5 from here, that should be safe. For reverts. We made it! Holy shit, F5. Alright, go. Get all the data. 2, suck it in. EVA. Give me surface sample EVA report. Bing, bing. Don't forget to fucking deploy the ladder. Can you touch it from there? Touch it from there. Jesus, can I even get down? Am I gonna fall off the ship before I reach the ladder with how low I put it? No, we're... Oh! Well, you didn't explode, which was a distinct possibility there. Get away from the ship, because we know how flags can make things not work right with the game. We lost a little bit of time on that split. Okay, yep. Get back over onto the ship. F to grab. B to board. F5. We did it. We did Eve. We need to go Gilly, though. Open the editor. Thank you. SAS back on. And, let's just go. Yep. Bring the gear in for this ascent. I remember this being rather difficult to keep the ship from not, you know, toppling over as we're trying to go up out of Eve. Engine not good enough, but if you throttle up, it blows up. And that's right. It'll want to overheat. Well, it'll want to overheat. It will flip. You know? The ship will flip if I get too much speed in this incredibly dense atmosphere. Even right there, I'm a little bit nervous about it, so I'm taking it off and just gonna wait it out. Well, we're waiting it out. Gilly! You're the place I'm going next. We're still, like, flying in comparison to the other thing. Flag 4 was not Eve. incidentally. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Eve. Flag 4 was probably Duna. Because we probably went to Ike first. Yeah. And we would have had Minmus Moon as 1 and 2, then Ike and Duna. That's how that would have worked out. So, like, the difficulty of landing on Eve is not reflected in those splits. Now, in what direction am I heading, by the way? When I come off. Yeah, just get up, and then you can basically go equatorial on this. I mean, you'll be flying to the 90. You'll be heading to the east, and that'll get you there. Oh, shit. I probably do need to worry about getting too hot at this point. No? And our AppWaps is at 200? Okay. Okay. Tell me when we're out of atmosphere. Looks like we're out of atmosphere now. Okay, give me just down on the 90. Where's the 90? Where's the 90? It's over there, Pawn. Hold there. And, in fact, hold there and burn toward the planet a bit. And go. Yeah, you just need to burn toward the planet a bit while you do this. Quite a bit, in fact. Let's see. So there's Gilly, and then, if we are going slow like that, maybe this works out. Work me up to here, where I can twist things a bit. So give me an anti-normal to pull this down. And we'll get our descending node on the line so we can see what the fuck's happening. Need a little bit more prograde.
This is where I would say just take this one ship everywhere and forget launching multiple.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god! Am I a god? What kind of god am I? Are you crazy? Am I... Did you just see what I saw? Do you see what I see? What I see? The man's a god. He knew exactly where Gilly was going to be. Holy shit. Holy fucking ball. Actually, if I retrograde, that would, and we're hitting Gilly. Like, I should not know that, and I don't. Oh, shit, we went past. Alright, so a bit prograde to start.
KSP God.
One of the lesser gods. Not the Kraken, but, you know, one of the other ones. Yep. Hit Gilly somewhat equatorially. Fucking fine. Fucking fine is what that is. And then, yeah, just warp me straight to it. Because we're actually coming into this one slow and reasonable. Not the way that we've done everything else. A humble god. Yes, now give me all of your bits. Thou foolish peasant. Alright, atmosphere, that's, Gilly. That's it, Gilly. Give me surface mode. Sure, you're still up. Everything's looking good. Yeah, go ahead and warp me toward it. We're not coming in fast or anything, so... I'm gonna assume we're near Gilly now. Space high over... Oh, fuck. Now I can't get it. God damn it. The gear back redeployed. Yeah, nothing can be done right now because it's all jammed. I'll have to get it on the way off. What do you... Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Alright, well, I guess that's enough time for me to get it unjammed. So delete the data there. Delete the data there. Seismic scan's not an issue. Delete the data there. Good. Alright, now we can take in space near Gilly. Thank you. And this is 4 times Fizz Warp. Which seems to be fine. We'll be down shortly. On a very steep slope, and if there were any gravity here whatsoever, then I'd be concerned. Okay, yep. Put her down. No, 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 not up. Down. The other one. That looks like about how we want to be sitting. Okay! Hey, Gelly! Oh, just take time out of my speedrun for your physics glitches. How you doing? How you doing, Gel? You little shit. You little fuck. 4 times Fizz, and this is what's going on. Like, if I flip the ship over and try and drive it down, we're just gonna be here longer. F5. Gravity is an opinion on Gilly, isn't it? No. What are we, 110 meters per second at 4 times Fizz Warp. Maybe we should have, like, a different set of rules for Fizz Warp on Gilly? Different set of something that makes the slightest bit of sense? Alright, no Fizz Warp for the landing, we just found out. And I do want to touch down at, like, nothing meters per second. Because I don't want to, like, bounce. What do you mean going back up? What do you mean? No, 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 no. Hold that position. Hold that position that I had before. It's fine. It's because I wasn't on my, you know, actual retrograde. Oh, we're going down the hill now because I wasn't on my actual retrograde. Just land. Just land. 2 times. 3 times. 2 times. 1 times. Okay, And, does it count? Yes, we're on the ground, technically. Okay, F. Can you just... I know you don't have much gravity, but surely, like, the... Alright, SAS off, you get out. Push off. Oh, there you go, that got the ship down. Down on the ground, I need surface sample EVA report, and I need a flag planted, but you do need to be standing. There you go, hon. Fuck, plant flag. And suddenly 36 minutes ahead. Okay, and that made you bounce. Yep, sure, baby. Sure, honey. Sure, sweetie lover pie. F, no, don't climb on it. Oh, board it. Oh shit, you've made it shake. F5. F5 before anything goes wrong. Where the fuck are we going now? Well, past Kerbin out to Duna. And Ike would be my plan. So Duna, choose my target. You're over there. I'm over here. Ah, what a perfect direction to be taking off in then. So get you back here, open the editor. Thank you. Let's go. In fact, let me just, like that. We'll get the hell away from Gilly. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's fucking Gilly. Doesn't count. Here. There. Am I 8 kilometers above yet? Huh? You like me now? Bitch. Go. I'll do 8 kilometers per second, and then we'll have a fucking conversation. How does that feel? Get the hell away from Gilly. What am I doing? Am I leaving this system? I am. Good. 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 I'm just gonna leave the fucking system. Bye, Eve. Alright, now we're solar. I'm gonna tell it to go ahead and just target my target. We'll start with that. F5. God damn it with the everything drags it. Burn me like a madman. The general direction of Duna. Is that 110 kilometers per second? Okay, that's probably fast enough. Let's go radial out. So I continue twisting in that direction without adding speed. Oh! Oh my god, I'm amazing. I'm not even looking for an encounter yet. I got one. Is it with the right? It is Duna! We fucking hit Duna on accident. Whoops! we're coming to Duna. Guess who's coming to Duna? You know that movie? They call me Mr. Pawn. And from where we are right now, probably can just anti-normal down. And bear in mind, again, we're not actually going to, well, I mean, we could just go to Duna and worry about the moon afterwards. Easier to hit. I think I will. Just worry about Duna. And then radial in. Hello, Duna. This is me smacking the shit out of you. At 110. At 110. So warp me to here. Use the claw and drag Gilly along behind you. With this kind of thrust, probably could. It was not Dr. Pawn. not in that movie, anyway. The Amish Stig. Surprised I didn't just, like, blow through Gilly, or blow Gilly off of its orbit when I took off. That's entirely possible. Are you warping at full speed? Probably not, because you're already doing 110... Well, I'm sorry, 200 and some. Well, that's in reference to the surface, you know. Orbitally, it's only 31k. No big deal. Don't get confused. But I will stick with the surface, and we'll be holding retrograde. Okay, now from here, get some science. Well, in space high over. How close can I get to you before, you know, I can't stop anymore? Let's try going out to where where Ike is. I'd just be a little bit worried about it. Do a no time warp run, just use more throttle. No thank you. I'm sure that would break the game. I mean, the nodes and everything, they'd be all fucked. Be all very wrong. F5, what, 28k, that's all. 28k to scrub off. Let's scrub some of that off before I get any closer. Down to a nice reasonable 3k. Is that space near? It is, thank you. Suck that in, and don't need to hit even the thin Duna atmosphere at 3k, I don't think. Really necessary. F5 again. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, we're in atmosphere now, so get upper. Cool. And we are starting to heat up at 1900 meters per second. Put a little pressure in the opposite direction. Okay. Okay. Ooh, you gonna have 5 from here? Yeah, we got tons of time. And I got drogues staged in case everything went shit. Okay, 400 meters above. 300. 200. 100. 30. And we've got a nice landing here. It's Duna's Lowlands, thank you. F5, EVA. Surface sample EVA report. I can get off. Give me a flag. And we're 42 minutes ahead. Rid of you. I'll just use the ladder if I can. Thank you. Smoke. The smoke, PJ Almighty, is from the other engine that's embedded here creating negative thrust. Even we're not going anywhere. F5 to suck it all in, F5 again. And now we'd be going to Ike. So, set you as the target. And from where I am right now, Ike's gonna go around us faster than we rotate. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. You just want to wait for, like, a better time to leave for Ike. You certainly can, Pawn. Oh, tidally locked? Tidally locked. Probably tidally fucking locked. They're all tidally locked in this goddamn game. Alright, well then just get me the fuck out of here. Open the editor. Scoop. Yeah. Oh, what? It's Duna! Take off at fucking Kerbin faster than... No, I don't, actually. That was kind of fast to go. Oh, wow, okay, that's, oh, that's fine. Okay, that's 4 times fizz. When can I... regular time warp? Okay. From here, apparently is fine.
You just got unicorn locked by Ike.
A bit, yeah. That unicorn locked me right the hell out. So, at that point, like, here's my... What's your thought, Pawn? My thought is, you know, something. Like, more down here. And that's us hitting Ike. Somewhat from the right place. See if we can't pull it down a little bit to be more equatorial.
Kitten and love.
There we go. Oh, good. Yes, let's start doing this. Let's start playing with these words. Get me to here. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, as long as it's associated with money. 357.57 PB or world record. Both. But it's only because this category hasn't been run before in the science mode. It's been run in the career mode. We're trying to drive it down to something respectable for the science mode. And this is definitely not my final run either. This will be world record, but definitely not my final run. So you're on your retrograde. Good. From here, I want to get more science. High over Ike. Sure. And fuck it. Is it a fuck it situation? Coming into 1,000 meters per second, that shouldn't be problematic. About here are we... I need to be holding my surface orbital. And a little bit more time warp now. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's space near Ike. Cool, suck that in. Let's burn some of that 1,000 meters. Well, we're still kind of high up. Down to 300 meters per second. Now 2. Now down to 50 for the final 100-meter drop. And there's... Ooh. You're going too slow now. You're still 100 meters above. This, by the way, is the base game. This is what the graphics look like and what they do. Without any mods or anything. This is just what they sold to us. There we go! F5 from there. Suck me in all that central mountain time data, apparently. And then you, with the sample EVA report. Bang, bang, jump off. RCS yourself down. Plant that flag. And that's the first half of everything, people. Hour and 6 minutes ahead. Now, here's the thing. This is not the best run that we could possibly have. There's a lot of improvements to make, and I'm gonna make them. This is definitely not our last run, and I would really like to take a pee. And since we're halfway through, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have ourselves one of them there 7-minute live stream breaks that I like to do, so that I can have a pee, we'll come back, we'll finish it out. We took a 7-minute break in the other one. So, you know, this isn't like the run, but it's going to be very, very good. An hour ahead already, and we're halfway through. I think we can get this done in less than 2.5 hours. But right now, I think we could all use, you know, to step away from the computer, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and meet me back here in 7 minutes. If you want to keep watching, for I am the Ronin Pawn. I am the Ronin. There we go. Pawn not out. Hello, I am the Ronan Ball, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronan Ball live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Ball. We're mid-live stream, and took a break anyway, because this isn't the run, but it's going to be a good run. Reason I'm late is because we got fucking homeless Tony at the front door, asking for money that I ain't got to give to him, and then trying to shake me down from pennies, even after I tell him I'm in the middle of a fucking show. Get off the goddamn porch. But we're back, now I just have to remember what my life is about. So, Duna, Ike, done. We're getting the fuck out of here, and where are we going to? We've hit half of the planets in the system that we need to go to. I guess we're going to Drez next. Set you as the target. And then we're Drez B. Drez B over there. Me B over here. If I take off directly and hit really hard, I won't actually run into Duna, so that'll be good. Open the editor. Hey, you still exist. Okay, so straight up and in. Make sure the mic's open, Pawn, because I didn't even look. So let's just get off and let's, like, yeah. No. Harder. 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 Thank you. And we're leaving the Duna system. Go to Jewel system first. Is it easier to get to or something? It would be easier to get to, wouldn't it? Fuck it, we're already headed in this direction. I'm just gonna keep going in this direction. We do have to go across the sun, which is kind of stupid, but we do have a magical ship here. Yeah, I'd like to save Jewel for... Well, it won't be the end, will it? We'd still be go out to you. I'm just gonna keep doing the way I've been doing, but that's not a bad call to just go there instead. How am I exiting? Exiting like this, and then Periaps is there. Yeah, maybe you're right. Let's just get the fuck out of the Duna system. No. Where am I? Yeah, get me the fuck out of Duna. AKA known as Dodge, where we also need to get the fuck out of. I was late back. Did anyone see what the restart time was? Yeah, what? So Lava Lamp called out 1:14:30 at time of the break, so we can work out the real time at the end, and when we came back... Shit, I don't know. Nope, you're right, I don't have any goddamn clue. Are we solar now? It looks like we're solar. And the lines aren't quite lining up for us. So, yeah, let's just go to Jewel. Set you as the target, and focus the target, and burn like a mofo. There's some speed going in that general direction. Holy shit, it's so big I can hit it without having to do any adjustment. I'll do that, and then we'll come off the ball and we'll burn a little bit more radial out to pull it more directly. There we go. Then over to Jewel. So don't let me forget that we gotta go back for Drez. And if I keep going, getting closer to the middle of things, how do we want to work this? The hardest one to hit first? That'd be the idea? We go anti-normal down. 9.5 minutes. My god, was I that long dealing with fucking crazy homeless Tony? Motherfucker. Alright, so that's if we wanted to hit Jewel, we're in a decent place, but where do we want to go first? I think we went to... actually that we started out with Bop, didn't we? Because it's hard to get to, so might as well do it up front, not have to deal with it on the way out. Was that the... Oh, shit! I'm running out of disk space. Yep, we're... Christ. Hang on, I gotta fix that shit. So... This live stream will be the last one. That'll be the last one before... Let's just delete the last live stream. Yep. Goodbye. I got more space. Stop recording. Start recording. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But alright, now we won't be bothered by it, hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go to Bop first. Set you as the target, and get me toward, let's see, the descending node. I just want to raise it up so that I can see what is going to be, you know, where we actually need to be. Where's Bop gonna be? Bop's gonna be over there. Okay. At these speeds. So we would radial in to get back toward that. Bring you over here. Somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit further, I think. And then anti-normal down. Oh. Okay, he's further out than that. So we'll do like that, and then we'll do radial out again. No, radial in again. Derp. Pull you over in this general direction. Okay, what are we looking at? Oh, well. Good line anyway. Anti-normal down for that. And what are we looking at now? Hard to get a view on what we're looking at now. So hard to get a view at what we're looking at now. Fuck it, F5 and warp me all the way there, and we'll correct it once we're in the system. And they're giving this to me at a full warp, which is nice. Cool. We're back on, we're doing the thing, we're going the places.
Hit the dual system, then Elu, then Dre's, then finally home. That way I think it works out for position.
Okay, that makes sense. We're already, out here. Might as well push on and then hit the other on our way back. Good plan. I'm on board for this plan. Get me the science from here. Space high over Joule. Thank you. And then, now that I'm a little bit closer, can I get, like, an eye on what the fuck needs to happen here? Not really, Pawn. It's still Kerbal Space Program is the slight problem. So, if I continue the descending node, we get better. And then, I don't know what it is that I need exactly. I'm just going to try one and then the other. See what happens. Okay, let's try the other. And there we go. Out to bop. And, wow, coming right in at the son of a bitch. Normal me up. And we can hit you very nicely. Okay, anti-normal me up is what I meant, obviously. Obviously, because I'm coming in retrograde. Good enough. Good enough, right on the equator. What speed have we got? 18,000. Yeah, surface retrograde is what we're gonna want. Bring me up to here, because I don't trust anything yet. Trust our ability to scrub the speed. Too close? Holy shit, you might be right. Let's burn. Harder. Ship can't even hold on to it. Okay, that's, oops, overburned that. But we're still coming down, I can time warp like a motherfucker to get there. So F5. Bring me in. I'm gonna guess that we're in space near Bop now, so we'll get that. And another landing for us. Can't warp faster? Well then 4 times fizz warp me, please. Oh, wow. What a landing site, huh? What a beautiful, beautiful landing site we've got. I might actually have to fly this to get a landing site that doesn't get us killed. Because goddamn, huh? A bit more fizz warp, get us down a little bit faster. Okay, that's the opposite of what you want there, Pawn. Get us going back down. And then retrograde hold me surface again. Give me some velocity. Scrub that off. And, oh, it's actually not a bad sight. Actually not a bad sight. There we go, there we go, there we go. F5. Get the data from Bop's Valley, apparently. EVA you out. Surface sample EVA report. Jump off. R to get down. And then plant a flag. And yes, we lost some time, but, you know, something, something. It's fine. Whatever I need to say in order to justify my life choices. And, just like everybody, you know. Back on the ship. Board. F5, 2, F5, and we're going to anywhere else. So where's next? I guess we're going to go inward and then be able to come out. So we're still following sort of Mr. Shannon's routing from the old one. We'll go to Lathe from here. Lathe's over there. Presuming this is tidally locked, because every fucking thing in the game is tidally locked, apparently. So that being the case, if you could go ahead and SAS me, have me burn straight up. And then from here, 90. And we'll actually get going in a direction. Push out of you. And... really? 8,000 it said? How many years had passed since Valentina left? 219 days, apparently, by the mission timer? 24/5? It's bop! It's made of nothing! It's the weight of... it's some crisps! What are you talking about, 24/5? Alright, 24/5 I can warp again. Get that shit out of here. Thank you. And if we're going to Lathe, as I said we were, let's just get a little bit away from this son of a bitch, and then we'll burn retro. Not surface, but orbital. And when that ascending node touches the line, we'll get an idea of where you gonna be. So we'll be there, you'll be there. Okay. If I keep going, then we get there quicker. And everything just kind of lines up. And it's just a matter of ascending, descending node nonsense now, right? So, coming from this angle, I think we want to normal up. Because we're going down, so we want to push up on that. The descending node. Over there, and then if I retrograde some more, will that push us out to where we need to be? I'm sorry. Progrades? Well, God, this isn't going to work the way that you want it to work, Pawn, because you're passing through the gravity well. So if I push back out, now we're going to be going slower. So now you're way the fuck over there. Yep. Uh-huh. Radial... in, and then just hold that for me because it's going to change, potentially. Aha, maybe not. She down to there, and we're actually hitting Lathe. See, I knew what to do. Just had to let my brain do some thinky majigger madoodles. We don't actually want to land Lathe. We want to get into orbit because there's so little land on Lathe. We have to pick our landing site. So if I come in, something like that, then we'll have a chance to pick our landing site. Warp me to there. Chat feature in the right corner is nice. How do you do that? Streamlabs thing. Yeah, OBS with a Streamlabs chat integration, streamlabs.com. Visit today and use the promo code. It's Streamlabs. There's no promo code. From here, we'll want the science from above. High over wherever it is that we appear to be landing. And then I think just warp me to here. You know, take your time. I don't got anywhere to be. And when you're there, get me on the normal. And we're going to try and burn this more equatorial just to make the landing choice a bit easier. So, yep. Get on that normal. Drive it up. There you go. A little bit flatter. Go ahead and round to the periaps. When you're there, get me on your retrograde. You capture. Okay, that'll do. And now, like, just find me something on the you can see it side. Wow. That's... Okay, never mind with the you can see it side. There seems to be some land down here. It's all very small, isn't it? I'm just going to do a precision landing, that's all. We'll just do a precision fucking landing. Obviously. That's what you do. Oh, fuck it. No. Do it. Do it, Pawn. So, anti-normal me. We're gonna head for the biggest chunk of land that we see right now. Just down there. I'm gonna get further over top it so that we can have a nice fast descent. I'm gonna retrograde. Burn it down. And I need more anti-normal from here. That, and honestly, probably some more prograde. 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 Go past the coast. F5 and, science from high over. No, we're not high over. You call this space high over? You don't know shit. What about now? We still high over? Space near. There you go, you motherfucker. Now you can bring me down. Okay. 4 times fizz. Oof. This is orbital. I want surface. I don't know what speed I should be going at in this atmosphere, so I'm just getting it something that I feel like I can trust. F5, and then 4 times. Okay, no more 4 times. Can always fire some drogues as needed. But we shouldn't really need drogues here. God damn it. You can come down faster than that, Pawn. There, good. And landed on a very steep fucked up slope, but we're okay. We're okay. So that's an F5. That's a grab all the science from the shores, apparently, and then EVA out, and sample EVA report. Thank you. We've got the ladder down, so yeah, go ahead. Ow. Ouch. Pratfall. And then plant the flag, and we're back an hour 13 ahead. Told you this time it's gonna come and go. It's gonna come and go, people. Okay, and then get past the flag now. Yeah, I know. Flag, grab the ladder, go merge through one of the landing legs, just as we designed it. Don't worry about that at all. And then reboard, and that's an F5. That's 2 to suck up all the data. That's an F5. Now, where are we going? Where's our next destination? We're going out to Val. Set you as the target, and this is still going to be just easier to pull if I put us in a place where it's ahead or overhead or something like that. So even though we've got a magic ship, something like that will get us there very nicely without me having to work too hard for it, I should think. We are on the inside. We'll just burn up into the east. SAS on. Open the editor. Burn me up. Up. Get some speed going. Just turning down to the east. I don't know about the atmosphere here on Lathe, what I can and can't get away with, so let's hope that I can get away with what I'm trying to do. Apoapsis is already way the hell up there. little bit more. 80k. It's gotta be fine, right? 4 times fizz. Follow your prograde for now. Oh, we lost most of that. Okay, that's fine. Thicker atmosphere than I thought. Push you up and out. Warp me up. Get me a capture. Good enough. Because we're just gonna leave for it. From about here. Generally out. A little bit more, 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 a little bit more. Okay. Over to Val. And anti-normal. Not sure what I'm looking at right now. It looks equatorial. I'd prefer to hit it any other way. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. Warp me here. Can't auto warp so far. Well, then get the hell out of whatever area you're in right now, and then tell me that you can warp here, and then warp me here. Sneaky, just flying, just one craft. Less dealing with the male cow flung dung. Nice one. Look like. Me too. Me too. I know what you're saying. Sure do. Okay, back out here. Let's get that data from space high over Val. Get on the retrograde. Orbital retrograde indeed, and then start warping me in. We're not coming in too fast to Val either. Pretty reasonable. Okay, 100k. Get a little bit closer. And then space near Val. Thank you. A little bit closer still. Burn off some of this 2000, because I'd really like to not land on the side of a mountain. That'd be cool. F5. Really like to not land on the side of a mountain. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like, seriously, not a mountain. Even if I have to burn it all off and we have to fall really, really slow, prefer to not be on the side of a mountain. Are we talking having to make multiple rockets per mission? No, not anymore. Rerouted to just do one ship and not have to deal with transfer windows and timing of this ship needs to be here when this ship's there or else it's going to overlap and all that noise. So this is just this ship going to everything, and we've been through most of them now. Just finishing off Joule, the Joule system. And then we'll go to Elu and Drez, and we'll be done. Dunzo. Okay, watch your numbers, Pod. This is a good speed to land at. Anytime you want to land. And that's landed. Yeah, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. There you go. And we're landed. That's an F5. And that's Val's Midlands. And that's Val getting out. Val on Val. Surface sample EVA, sure. Ladder's still out. Just in case. I don't know what the gravity is or isn't on these motherfuckers. Plant a flag. And that's an hour and 23 ahead. Okay. Actually, from here, pretty sure you can just get on, reboard, to F5, and where are we going next? Looks like we're going to Tylo, so choose the target. Which side am I on? I'm on this inside. If I burn straight up right now, we could probably get there. Straight up now hard. Warp. Yeah, okay. SAS. Get me the thing back up, open the editor. Scope. Straight up. Okay, let's radial that in. Oh, I'm still, yeah, get me the hell out of, Lathes SOI, please. Okay, now radial in will be where I thought it would be. I can pull you to where this is gonna be. Okay, now focus Tylo, and anti-normal me in. Why they all gotta be on the dark side, damn it? And that's nicely equatorial, and take me there. Veil on Val, they used to charge extra for that, says the Amish stick. Oh, you sexy, sexy. That's inappropriate here on Twitch, this platform. And you should know better, and so forth and so on. Space high over whatever it is that we're landing on right now. You to, how fast? My 5,000? Maybe a little bit. You give me some time before that's the case. Retrograde, and switch over to surface mode retrograde. That's Joule, definitely not what you're landing on. Harder to land on Joule, I've found. Just in personal experience, it's kind of difficult. But you know, everybody's got their own thing. Okay, 6,000 meters per second. Again, not actually that fast, all things considered, for this ship. From here, I'm going to presume we can get space near Tylo. We can. Let's burn some of this off. Down to about 1,000 meters per second. F5 again. Drive me down. Can't time warp from here, unless I know how to hold Alt and press period, and I don't, so I guess we're fucked. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. Down to something a little bit more. Boop? Did I need a boop? Or are you just throwing some bits at me? Don't boop me unless there's a reason that I need to be booped. Oh shoot, I did need to be booped. I didn't need to be booped until you booped me, and I was very confused about my boopage. Okay, I think that lands us. Can I 2 times Fizz Warp and it'll work? It'll just work on its own and I don't have to think about it? Okay, a little bit extra for the final touchdown. And we're down. And that's an F5, and then that's the science grabbed. Sucked up. And then you get out. Give me super sample EVA. If I recall correctly, you have some gravity to you. Yeah, ow. Ow, Val. Ow. Step away from the ship a little bit to plant this flag. And that's 5 minutes faster. You. Back over. And reboard. And where are we going now? I think we're going to Pole, and I think that's the last of them, correct? In Joule, anyway. And we can just leave now and fly hard west, is my plan. So, straight up, and then hard west. Hard west. Yeah, like real hard west, like holy shit, kinda hard west in our attempt to get to Did I set you as my target? I did. I got no information about you because you're off angle with me. Well, what am I going to do about that? What could I possibly do about that? Hell yeah, Pong. Go, go, go. That is pretty hard west, Pong. You think that was hard west? You don't know from hard west. You ain't never seen, you know, the Wild Wild West with Will Smith. Clearly, that was some hard... Anti-normal, anti-knock, can't click on it because I'm laughing. Pull you down till I, you know, get some readings about where things are going to be. Shit, I had some readings about where shit was going to be, but that's still, like, you shouldn't have given me readings about that. Now you should. Okay? Who's where and what's who. So this is us, and that's you. Then, from where we are, we'll radial out. And focus pole. Anti-normal in. And we're hitting equatorial, if, you know, on a glancing blow, but we are. So, yeah, fuck it. Bring me here. Bring me all the way in. Holy shit, that was quick. Get on your retrograde for when I need to do that in a hurry. So, you. Thank you. 2. Yes. F5. And we're on retrograde. I want surface retrograde for this. Whoa, Burn really, really hard. Slow us down. Space near pole. Thank you. Suck that in. My best descent yet, he says before fucking everything up. We're still on retrograde surface. Good. I would like to, again, not on the side of a mountain, if at all possible. So, I'm going to take the slower fall to try and not be hard on the slopes there. Yeah, it's still a little bit early. Just fine. Just fine, that is. F, let it settle. F5, 1. Poles Midlands, EVA. Give me your sample EVA report. Jump down. RCS to get you actually on the ground. Okay. No, now. No, we don't have time for this. Oh, Val. Val, the things that we don't have time for, Val. Oh, got you up. You like that? Boom. Plant the flag. Another 2 minutes ahead. Bear in mind, though, that, like, these splits ended with us at Jewel, and then we were just able to come home. We still got to, like, do some major interplanetary transporters with with Elu and fucking other thing. Elu and Drez. That's the word I was going for. So SAS, and, oh, by the way, get you back open. Hey, I'm almost starting to remember to do that now. We were going to go straight to Elu from here. We're already well out. Oh, and it's in a decent place. So yeah, Elu from here. Where am I on the planet? Does it really fucking matter? Not with the magic ship, but, you know, fuck, get me off the planet. Get me the hell out of here. Okay. And where am I now? Anything special going on here? Did we leave from a certain... We should be fine with that. So go ahead and, as soon as you're allowed to warp me, should be now, get the fuck out of here. There you go, and then you can stop there. And, how long does it take me to get around the Jewel system? Let's try that, and then let's go prograde. And burn like madmen. Okay. Elu... Okay, well, I didn't mean to focus you, but now I have Elu. Let's just set you as our target to start with here. No. Let's pull radial. Wrong direction of radial. It's the other one I wanted, apparently. Where are you for actually connecting with you? So, normal me up. Okay. If that's going to be the case right now... just prograde us a lot harder. I'll get there a little bit faster. Radial me in. About there. No, it's gonna be normal. Couldn't tell. Had to take a guess. Took a guess. Pull you up. The ascending node in that direction, and we're still a little bit outside, so radial in. And then anti-normal now? No, still fucking normal. It's on the descent pawn. Okay. Give me the anti-normal and just try and get me those ticks again so that I can know what I'm working with. Okay, what have we got here? So that's where I want to be, and that's still more radial in. But it keeps changing when I adjust the normal, which is why this is giving me agita. Yeah, it's like they're sort of counterbalanced to one another. If it's later, we could just go faster, right? No? I might have to fly this. Give me some speed, and then I'll try and figure out which directions it is that I want to be pulling in. We're getting further away. No, our ascending node is getting closer. There we go. The only problem is I don't know how to stop my ascending node. Ah, there we go. Okay, got it. So one way to fly. Fly the pawn-friendly skies. There we go. And we've got Elu. Oh, I'm already focused it. And keep burning. And normal up. And I honestly don't know. Radial something. Oh! Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go past a little bit because things are clearly on an angle, and then when I radial or anti-normal down, should pull it back in a touch. No, it didn't. Alright, radial in. And I'm not going to get hyper-focused here. That's close enough. Take me to Elu. You can't. Cool. Well, take me to a place where you can. We're at full time warp right now. What the hell's going on? Okay, there you go. Now warp me to there. Really want to be coming in faster than this. But it took so much work to get to Elu. Fuck it. We're just going to sit here and wait for, you know, we are at full warp in the auto warps. This is as fast as we can get there. But this is what I meant in the splits, that, you know, our last 5 splits were everything in Joule, which takes, like, you know, 5 minutes between each one of them. So the fact that we have to land on Elu and then Dres before we get to the end game in this version of the routing means that we're going to lose a bunch of time. We'll be lucky if we can hang on to a whole hour's worth, I would guess. Another break. Yeah, let's go take a live stream break as we wait for 7 minutes while we transfer to Elu. Maybe mark down in your notes that you want more speed for Elu. Yeah, if I would have just planned for more speed from the start, then I could have configured for it. I don't have any notes anymore. This whole run has been improvised. You know, we had the notes for Mr. Shannon's run, ran it that way twice, and then just went on to this. So this is literally the experimental run. But yeah, if I just would have blasted out, and let's see how fast we are going in terms of, I mean, look at that. We're leaving the galaxy. So we want to be going faster than 6,000 meters per second, apparently, when we exit Joule. But I'll take it. 60 kilometers per second is easy and is 10 times faster. Yeah, I just don't want to, like, now that I've gotten it set up, you know, we'd lose another 3 minutes for me trying to fucking configure for the minor adjustment of adding all that speed on. So how fucking hard it was to get Elu. So I'm gonna take it and walk away. What happened to the money run? Said Lord of the Ying. Well, I invested $5,000 into basic attention token. Oh, you mean, what, the money? The money side of the speedrun? We're doing science mode now? Is that what you're asking about? We're doing science mode now. So, no concern of career, of monies. Yeah, I would say that this warp took us a minute and a half. This was something that I thought about, like, well, it might even take us longer than that, but something that I thought about while I was just cooking the books, and more so what I was thinking about was trying to get back from Elu to Kerbin, you know? Like, that I was going to make sure and blast really hard, but I didn't think it would take this long to get from Joule to Elu. Or that it would be that hard to get the Elu encounter from Joule, but it was. Let's get science from high over Elu. And then from here, I need you to normal up. Are we normal orbital right now? Why are you pulling like that? I don't know. I don't know. Yang, you're still pushing us out in a weird direction there. Odd. Nonetheless, I could just fucking retrograde and get us there. Radial in? Yeah, radial in will get it done. That's a good call. Our nodes are pretty damn fucked right now. In fact, I'm gonna F there so that when the radial flips, I won't be messed up. Are we hitting equatorially? We are. Good. F5. Pull me in. Well, I'll manually warp. $4,000 and some. Okay, get on your radial, make it a surface, or your retrograde rather, make it a surface. Pull me in. Go ahead and burn some of those thousands of meters per second off. Be happy with 1,000 meters per second or so. From here, space near Elu, thank you. Slam on those brakes, please. Okay, that should get her done. Beautiful little touchdown there. F5. Grab the Elu's Midlands data. EVA. Sample EVA report. Jump off. RCS. Plant the flag. It's another split for us. Actually, just run. Or fly. Reboard to F5, and now to Dres. And that's it. Once we hit Dres, we're going home from Dres. Where am I on Elu? I'm pointed straight at Dres-ish. SAS on. We want to burn. Oof. Don't worry about it, Pawn. Just get your controller back up. And get the fuck off of this thing. And then go slightly 90, I think. Let's see what the hell it is I've just done. And how the hell am I going to get to Dres? Keep slowing down. It will be the fastest. Like that. If I continue burning, then I can just overshoot it. And then this descending node, when you hit where we're going, when you hit the line anyway, I'll get some idea of where Dres is going to be when we're where we are. God damn, he's a fucking genius. I don't know how he does this. I don't know how he fucking does this, but it's spooking me out. It's creepy, man. It's fucking creepy. So that's gonna be normal up. Well, we're still in Elu's realm, and I don't want to be. And we are no longer in Elu's realm, okay? So, normal up.
You can't buy me, hot dog man.
Get you more speed.
More speed? Okay. That was 30K. And then we'll radial in. And normal up. 30K is almost acceptable. Okay, good. That is not normaling up. Anti-normal up? And radial... Well, no, it's going to be way further. It's going to be way nearer, isn't it? So it's still radial in. It's just a lot more than I was expecting. I was still aiming for the same place. Like, we're not going to be there way fucking sooner. So you over to there. And normal down. Or normal... Well, then it's anti-normal up. Aha! Aha! See? Radial out again. About there, I think. And then... What do I need to do? Down, so normal down. Okay, now I can actually see where you guys are. What's going on. I mean, I can't because it's still this game and really hard to fucking focus on what you want to see. Just go faster. And then... Can't even tell what I need to do. Normal down? Is it normal down or anti-normal up? It was normal down. Okay. Radial in. I mean, all this time it would have been,